Green at times lived dangerously with his off-speed pitches, especially the changeup and the curveball high in the zone. He got some called third strikes using pitches in that region of the strike zone, but eventually the Goldeyes made some adjustments, including a big homer from Ray Sadler on a breaking ball that was left up around the letters. So we'll keep our eyes out if Green continues to try and throw the breaking balls higher up in the zone, and if Winnipeg is able to hammer them over the yard. They certainly hammered the ball all over the yard last night in the 8-5 victory, combining for 13 hits, one of the best offensive performances for the Goldeyes here in 2014. Chris Alameda and Nick Green, tonight's starting pitchers on the rubber, is brought to you by Cal Tire, with 5 convenient locations in the Capital Region. We're more than just tires. Cal Tire, true service. Winnipeg and Lincoln here in Game 2 of this 4-game set at Shaw Park. Should be another great evening for baseball. A threat of rain seems to have passed over. A comfortable night right now, just 26 degrees Celsius. And again, the winds only 6 kilometers per hour coming out of the northwest. Much softer than the hard winds that we had throughout last night's contest. A good crowd building here in downtown Winnipeg. Still plenty of time to get down here and try and make it for the first couple of innings as the Goldeyes try and stay perfect against the Lincoln Saltdogs. They are 4-0 head-to-head against the Saltdogs of the Central Division this season. So that'll wrap things up for this edition of the Rona pregame show. Ride to the ballpark. We'll take one more break, and when we come back, we'll have tonight's starting lineups and first pitch after this here on Jewel 101.
Thanks for listening to the Winnipeg Goldeyes Rona pregame show Ride to the Ballpark. Stay tuned. The game is coming up next on Jewel 101.
Step into Cub Bakery and you'll feel like you've come home. Cub Bakery, the oldest rye bread bakery in the city, has been making Winnipeg-style rye bread using virtually the same recipe since 1923. But they make so much more than their signature rye. Pick up fresh hearth and pan breads, pastries, and buns, all baked with care to ensure you and your family enjoy only the highest of quality. One taste and you'll understand why they're a Winnipeg tradition. Cub Bakery, always fresh.
You know, shopping for new clothes really shouldn't lead to an existential crisis.
Why? Just why?
Find your fit at Sargent Blue Jeans. Choose from your favorite brands like Silver, Levi's, Buffalo, and Dickies. Sargent Blue Jeans carries specialty and hard-to-find sizing with on-site alterations while you wait. You don't have to settle for good enough when you can get the perfect fit. For the best in casual and work clothes, hit a home run with Sargent Blue Jeans, located on the corner of Sargent and Valor.
Watching the game is something to enjoy. But remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy the game, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
I'm so pumped for the Molson Canadian NHL contest at Boston Pizza that I hired a sportscaster to follow me around.
It's heating up.
You have a chance to win 2 tickets to every game of the 2014 Stanley Cup Final.
He shoots. He scores!
You can grab a pint of Molson Canadian for $5.99 at BP. Goes great with a pizza taco for $9.95.
And the crowd goes wild. Must be 21 years or older. No purchase necessary. See participating stores for details. Molson Canadian is a proud sponsor of the NHL. Boston Pizza. Hockey happens here.
Nothing foggy. Nothing to hide. Everything is crystal clear with Duraco windows. Duraco windows are built to last a lifetime, and they guarantee it 100% with their true lifetime warranty. Feel confident that should a seal fail, a lock break, or a weld crack, you are completely covered. A big investment should be backed big time, so know what you're getting right from the start. The choice is clear. Duraco windows. Go to Duraco.com now to book a free consultation.
It's time for Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on the crystal clear FM airwaves of Jewel 101. Now, let's go to the ballpark for tonight's game. Here's Steve Schuster.
From Shaw Park in Winnipeg, Manitoba, you're listening to Goldeyes Baseball presented by MTS here on Jewel 101. Tonight is Game 2 of a 4-game series between the Lincoln Saltdogs and your Winnipeg Goldeyes. Tonight's starting pitchers for the Saltdogs, right-hander Nick Green, and for Winnipeg, left-hander Chris Salamita. Well, hi again, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. The Goldeyes coming off an 8-5 come-from-behind victory last night. Winnipeg scored 4 times in the bottom half of the 6th, then eventually held on for the 3-run victory and improved to 9-5 here in 2014. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup for the Lincoln Saltdogs, managed by Ken Oberkfell, who is in his 2nd season. Chad Mazingo is the center fielder and leading off. Trevor Martin is the 2nd baseman and batting 2nd. Brian Joint is in right field hitting 3rd. Ian Gack is the 1st baseman and batting cleanup. Kevin Howard is at 3rd base hitting 5th. Matt Forgach is the left fielder hitting 6th. Mike Gilmartin is the shortstop hitting 7th. Eddie Young is the DH hitting 8th. And Chris Anderson is the catcher and batting 9th. The starting lineup is brought to you by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Fans, when you visit the Sky Suite level at Shaw Park, make sure to stop and relax in one of 3 Lazy Boy Comfort Zones. Each Lazy Boy Comfort Zone is fully furnished with the latest Lazy Boy sofas, love seats, coffee tables, and their world-famous recliners. The Winnipeg Goldeyes would like to thank Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, located at 1425 Ellis Avenue, for their support. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably. On the mound tonight for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, 29-year-old left-hander Chris Salamita. Salamita, who ranks 3rd all-time in Goldeyes history in victories, just a couple back of Rafael Gross for 2nd place, 13 behind Ace Walker for 1st. He's making his 4th start of 2014. 1 win, 2 losses, an ERA of 9.00. 14 innings pitched, 23 hits, only 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, opponents hitting .359. And Salamita is coming off an impressive start on Sunday afternoon against the Saltdogs at Haymarket Park. Salamita went 7 strong, gave up just 2 earned runs on just 4 base hits. Didn't allow a walk, he struck out 1, and the Goldeyes went on to win 6-4 to win all 3 games in the series in Lincoln, Nebraska. Chad Mazingo, Trevor Martin, and Brian Joint to start things off here in the top half of the 1st inning. Chad Mazingo, a left-hand batter tonight, starting in center. It looks like John Gaston still out with a foot injury. And the first pitch of the night is a fastball, runs just outside, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Tonight's first pitch at 7:09 p.m. brought to you by Best Western Plus. Left-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. In Salamita's 1-0. On the outside corner with a fastball, it's 1-1. The Best Western Plus Winnipeg Airport Hotel is Winnipeg's premier event venue. Book your next corporate event, wedding, or conference at the Best Western Plus Winnipeg Airport Hotel. Mazinga holds the bat high in the air, the 1-1. Broken bat liner towards shallow center, coming on as Abercrombie reaches over to his right, and he makes the catch. A line drive towards shallow left center. Reggie Abercrombie got a good jump moving in and to his right side. Defensively tonight for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, Josh Mazzola is at 1st base. Jake Blackwood is at 2nd. Ryan Pineda is at 3rd. Tyler Kuhn is the shortstop. Ray Sadler is in left field. Reggie Abercrombie, hurt, is in center. Jordan Gaida is in right. And Luis Allen does the catching for the left-hander, Chris Salamita. Trevor Martin takes a fastball over the outside half, 88 miles an hour. It's no balls and 1 strike. Martin, a right-hand bat, 9 for 52 on the year, hitting .173, a homer and 5 RBIs. He bats with a closed stance. The 0-1 pitch on the outside corner at the letters, and it's quickly 0-2. Chris Salamita checking in at 6 foot, 190 pounds, 30 years old, from Watervliet 8, New York. In his 5th season as the Winnipeg Goldeyes, and he was their opening night starter back on May 15th in Amarillo. Fastball misses just outside, 90 miles an hour, and the count is now 1-2. Martin had a good offensive season last year. You figure only a matter of time before he breaks out of the early season funk. He had .338 between a couple of St. Louis Cardinals affiliates. Salamita's 1-2 pitch, slider grounded foul outside of 1st base. And the count is still 1 ball and 2 strikes with Brian Joint waiting on deck. We're just underway in the top of the 1st, 1 out and nobody on. Trevor Martin behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Overcast skies, but very comfortable right now in Winnipeg. 26 degrees Celsius, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity of 34%, and the wind's just 6 kilometers per hour coming out of the northwest. Outfield is shallow and a couple steps the other way against the right-hand batter. Salamita winds, third base side of the rubber. The 1-2 pitch, punched on the ground to the right side, a broken bat, fielded by Blackwood, tossed to first, and plenty of time to get Trevor Martin. 2 up and 2 set aside by Chris Salamita. Goldeyes tonight wearing the alternate red uniforms with the Goldeyes printed in block lettering in navy blue on the front side. Names in white, navy blue numbers in the back. They have the traditional home white pants and the all red caps. Saltdogs going in the predominantly navy blue tops. Saltdogs in old style red lettering on the front side. Red numbers, no names in the back. They have the road gray pants with the single red stripe in each side. And the Saltdogs tonight going with the all red caps with the block L in white on the front. 2 outs, nobody on base. Brian Joint moved into the 3-hole in the absence of John Gaston. Takes a fastball high and outside, and the count is 1-0. Brian Joint, 13 for 54 to begin the year, 241. No homers and 5 RBIs. He has been red hot of late. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball low and outside. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. Over his last 8 games, Joint 10 for 30. Hitting .333. He had an RBI single in last night's contest. Lincoln jumped out to an early 3-0 lead. They would later lead by a score of 4-1. But the Goldeyes came back and won. Fastball high and outside. 3 balls and no strikes. A couple of missed pitches have just missed high and away here to the right fielder, Brian Joint. Ian Gack looms on deck, who had a couple of solo homers against Chris Salamita last Sunday. 0-0 in the top of the first. The bases are empty with 2 down. Joint awaits from the right side of the plate. Salamita delivers, and it's a fastball over the outside half. Joint took a phantom step towards first base. So the count is 3-1. Tonight's umpires, Anthony Sheets is behind the plate. James Folsky is at first, and Steve Linton is at third base. Anthony Sheets, the plate umpire in his 2nd year in the American Association. The 3-1 pitch hit foul off to the right side. And the count is now 3-2. So Salamita has fought back. He fell behind 3-0. Now a full count on Brian Joint. And we'll see if he comes back with another fastball or tries to get him to swing over the top of that great slider. Salamita allowed just 4 hits in 7 innings in the start against the Saltdogs last Sunday. Outfield at medium depth and a few steps to left against the right-hand batting Brian Joint. Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up right side. Out goes Josh Mazzola in a foul territory. Cuts to his left by the bullpen. He reaches over and he makes the catch to retire the side. Good play by Josh Mazzola. Went a long ways in a foul ground on the right field line. And Chris Salamita has a 1-2-3. Top half of the first inning. Nothing across for Lincoln, and after half an inning at Shaw Park, it's the Saltdogs nothing, and the Goldeyes coming to bat here on Jewel 101.
Support your own, the Goldeyes. And Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark and the fan-favorite Fort Garry Pale, both of which are available at Shaw Park, so cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
This is Goldeyes Baseball on 100.7 CFJL, Jewel 101, Winnipeg.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on Jewel 101.
No scoring into the bottom half of the first here at Shaw Park. Chris Salamita set Lincoln down in order, and now we'll take a look at tonight's starting lineup for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, managed by Rick Forney, who is in his 9th season. Tyler Kuhn is the shortstop and leading off. Jake Blackwood is at second base and batting second. Ray Sadler is in left field hitting third. Josh Mazzola is the first baseman and batting cleanup. Donnie Webb is the DH hitting fifth. Reggie Abercrombie is in center field hitting sixth. Luis Allen is the catcher batting seventh. Ryan Pineda is at third base hitting eighth. And Jordan Gaida is the right fielder and batting ninth. On the mound tonight for the Lincoln Saltdogs, 29-year-old right-hander Nick Green. Tyler Kuhn, 3 hits last night, steps in, and he takes a fastball over the outside half for a strike. It's 0-1. Tyler Kuhn, 3 hits, a single, double, and triple. He had 2 RBIs and a couple of runs scored. Also drew a walk late in the ballgame. It was his 9th multi-hit game of the year. He takes a fastball inside at 85 miles an hour, and the count is now 1-1. Kuhn 25 for 64 over the first 2 weeks of the year, hitting .391, no homers and 6 RBIs. The pitch swung and bounced foul back into the left side. It's now 1-2, and the Goldeyes shortstop at .391 average, good for 4th in the American Association. Former Goldeyes shortstop and current Sioux City Explorers shortstop Nate Sampson has now taken over the early lead in the batting race at .411. No score, bottom half of the first. Kuhn followed by Jake Blackwood and Ray Sadler. Winnipeg trying to score first for the first time in this homestand. The opposition has scored in either the first or second inning in the previous 4 games. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Line drive towards left center field. Tough play, moving over Forgatch. That'll drop in for a base hit. Kuhn makes the turn. He holds over at first. A leadoff single for Tyler Kuhn, who is now at safely in 13 of 15 games to begin the year. So a good start for Winnipeg. Defensively tonight for the Lincoln Saltdogs, Ian Gack is at first base. Trevor Martin is at second. Kevin Howard is at third. Michael Martin is the shortstop. Matt Forgatch is in left field. Chad Mazingo is in center. Brian Joint is in right. And Chris Anderson does the catching for the veteran right-hander Nick Green. Tyler Kuhn a threat to go. He has 2 steals in as many attempts. Held by Ian Gack at first, a right-handed defender. The pitch, and Jake Blackwood takes a breaking ball on the outside corner. Bit of a wide call from Anthony Sheets. It's 0-1. Blackwood had one of the biggest hits last night. Ian Gack was scheduled to lead off the top of the 9th inning. And at the time, it was only a 6-5 Goldeyes lead, but Blackwood had a 2-run double in the bottom of the 8th to provide insurance. The 0-1 pitch, another curveball, and another wide strike call from Anthony Sheets. That one also looked a bit low. It's 0-2. Blackwood 13 for 57 on the year, 228, 2 homers, and he now has 12 RBIs. He also had a sacrifice fly last night. Tyler Kuhn getting a good lead at first. Middle infield set for a double play. A high set from Nick Green in the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, a little bit low and outside, and the count is 1-2. 84 miles an hour from Nick Green. Not overpowering, we saw that on Sunday, but does a good job mixing up pitches and throwing off speed stuff behind in the count. A big 12-6 curve, and he's got a solid changeup. Runner in first, no one down, bottom of the first inning. And now Green lobs it over, and Tyler Kuhn will dive back ahead of the tag from Ian Gack. Well, Tyler Kuhn is on first. Jake Blackwood at the plate behind 1-2. Ray Sadler waiting on deck. In the start last Sunday, Nick Green went 6 innings, allowed 4 runs, 3 earned on 8 base hits. He walked 1 and struck out 9. Here's the pitch. Blackwood swings and pops it up in a foul ground off to the right side behind the plate. Anderson with a mask off. They'll watch that go into the crowd. And the count is still 1-2 in the second baseman, Jake Blackwood. His season high in strikeouts last season pitching for the York Revolution in the Atlantic League was 7, and that was well over a year ago. That actually came in his first start of the season, April 21st of 2013. A start against the Bridgeport Bluefish. And he had 9 in his season debut on Sunday. He began the year on the inactive list and was taken off shortly before the start. Right-hander against right-hander. The 1-2 pitch, curveball whacked in the air to center field. Moving back is Chad Mazingo. Still going back. It's over his head, and it's going to bounce to the fence. Tyler Kuhn into third. He'll be waved around by Rick Forney. Throw to the plate by Trevor Martin. Kuhn slides. He's safe at the plate, and the Goldeyes lead 1-0 in the bottom half of the first. Jake Blackwood crushes a hanging curveball to deep center field. Chad Mazingo, it looked like he got a good break in that ball initially, but it kept carrying over his head. It would land on the warning track, rolled all the way to the fence in dead center field. And Tyler Kuhn, who initially had to make sure that Mazingo didn't catch that ball, was able to pick things up. Rick Forney waved him to the plate, and he just beat the relay throw from the second baseman, Trevor Martin. So some instant offense here for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. They lead by 1, just 2 batters into the bottom half of the first. And Blackwood continues to have a good start to this series. That's his 4th RBI over the last 2 nights and his 13th of the year. Blackwood on second now for Ray Sadler, who takes a breaking ball over the outside corner for a strike. And the count is 0-1. Ray Sadler, a right-handed batter, hitting .246 on the year, 15 for 61. 4 homers and 13 RBIs. Blackwood above average speed, a short lead at second base. Gilmartin keeping him close. The pitch. Fastball that's taken low and inside, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-0 Goldeyes here in the bottom half of the first. It started with Tyler Kuhn's opposite field single. And Kuhn coming around all the way from first base on the Jake Blackwood double to center. Swing and a miss at a fastball in. 86 from Nick Green. And the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Green's got a solid build, 6'4", and even 200 pounds. 29 years old from East Point, Georgia. He works off the first base half of the rubber. Blackwood on second and nobody out. Josh Mazzola waits on deck. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball hitting the ground on the left side. Moving to his right, Gilmartin, the shortstop. Steps those to first, and it's not in time. Sadler beats it out. And he beat that out by almost a full step at first. Mike Gilmartin, instead of trying to backhand the ball, opted to circle around, and Ray Sadler, 33 years of age, beats out a ground ball to short. So a great hustle by the former Major League outfielder on the ground ball hit in front. Blackwood held up at second base, but Sadler will get credit for the infield single, and it's first and second and still nobody out. 3 straight hits for the Goldeyes to begin the opening frame after collecting 13 hits as a club last night. There's Josh Mazzola, 2 out of 5 in last night's victory, including a big double that started the rally in the 6th inning. He takes a breaking ball over the inside half, and the count is 0-1. Tonight, Mazzola is playing first. Casey Harther is out of the lineup for the first time this season. He is considered day-to-day with a lower body injury. Remember, he came out of the ball game in the 6th inning last night. Mazzola, a wide-open stance. He takes a fastball low and outside. Anderson tried to frame it. Good eye by Mazzola. The count even now at 1-1. Blackwood on second. Sadler is on first. Goldeyes 1. Saltdogs 0 in the bottom half of the first inning. Outfield deep and a half step to left. A 1-1 pitch. Changeup on the outside half, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mazzola 13 for 59 in the year, hitting .220 with 1 homer and 9 runs batted in. The double last night is 3rd of the season. 2 on and nobody out. Green from a high set just below his chin. He looks at second. Now the pitch. And Mazzola takes a fastball just low and inside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Green tried to sneak a fastball on the inside corner. And again, Mazzola showing off a good eye. Mazzola last year, 37 walks at a good on-base percentage at .365 for the Goldeyes. Now in his 3rd season here in Winnipeg. The 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball toward shortstop. Gilmartin's got it, goes to second for 1. Martin a high throw to first, and Gack able to just bring it down. And Mazzola retired a 6-4-3 double play. Good slide attempt by Ray Sadler to make it difficult for the Saltdogs to try and turn 2. You credit Trevor Martin, the second baseman, with Sadler bearing down. He had to hurry the throw to first base. It was high, but he had a big target to throw to it, Ian Gack. And Gack, reaching high over his head, was able to glove it and still keep his foot on first base. So Jake Blackwood advances to 3rd. And that'll bring up Donnie Webb, the switch hitter. Will bat left-handed against the righty Nick Green, who is trying to limit the damage here to the 1 run. Donnie Webb crowds the plate, slightly open stance, DHing for his 2nd straight contest. Anderson sets up outside on the first pitch. It is a fastball just high and away. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Donnie Webb 13 for 49 in the year, hitting .265, 1 homer and 7 RBIs. He has hit safely in 10 out of 13 games played this season. The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball down low. Good stop by Chris Anderson to prevent a wild pitch. And it's now 2 balls and no strikes. Donnie Webb, usually one of the Goldeyes outfielders. Webb is one of 6 different players that the Goldeyes have been able to use at the DH position this year. It really goes a long way over the course of a 100-game season. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball. It catches the outside edge, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Mentioned that Anthony Sheets is in his 2nd year in the American Association. He has demonstrated one of the tightest strike zones in this league during that time period. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball just inside. Not a bad pitch by Nick Green. And now Webb works in front 3-1 with Reggie Abercrombie, one of last night's hitting stars, waiting on deck. Sheets averages just .82 strikeouts for every walk. The 3-1 pitch. Webb swings, fouls it straight back. Just missed a good fastball over the outer half, and it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Green's been going from the stretch here with a runner on third and 2 men down. The runner on third base is Jake Blackwood, who had an RBI double earlier in this inning. At .82 strikeout to walk ratio for Anthony Sheets, less than half the American Association historical average of 1.77. The payoff to Webb and a high fly ball to center field. This is fairly deep. Moving back is Mozingo. He's under this one in front of the track and makes the catch to retire this side. The Goldeyes, though, score first for the first time on the homestand. They get a run. There were 3 hits and 1 left on base. And at the end of 1 here at Shaw Park, it's the Goldeyes 1 and the Saltdogs nothing on Jewel 101.
The Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation supports children's charities in Manitoba. I'm Tony Fletcher, Foundation President, urging you to get involved with the Fillmore Riley Case for Kids program by pledging a dollar amount per Goldeyes strikeout. Or show your support by picking up a Goldeyes license plate from your local auto pack dealer. The foundation receives $30 from each one sold. Thanks to you, the Field of Dreams Foundation has donated more than $1.6 million to children's charities since 1995.
Watching the game is something to enjoy. But remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy the game, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
Year after year, after year after year, after year after year, after year after year. For 7 consecutive years, Johnson Waste Management, with a reputation for business excellence, has been recognized as the best waste management services provider in Winnipeg. Johnson Waste Management, doing our best to be the very best year after year after year after year after year.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Help support the Winnipeg Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation by purchasing a Path of Dreams sidewalk brick, and your name will go down in history, literally. Personalized bricks located on the walkway to Shaw Park are a unique way to honor loved ones, promote businesses and organizations, or celebrate a special event. For more information on how to purchase your Path of Dreams sidewalk brick, call the Goldeyes office at 982 base. We go to the top half of the second here at Shaw Park. Game 2 of this 4-game series, and Winnipeg is out to an early 1-0 lead thanks to the RBI double to center from Jake Blackwood. First pitch to Ian Gack is a fastball on the inside half at the knees, and it's 0-1. Middle third to up against Chris Alameda, Gack, Howard, and Forgatch. Ian Gack continued to build great career numbers against the Goldeyes last night. Gack hitting .357 on the year, 20 for 56, with 3 homers and 7 runs batted in. Big right-handed slugger, he works deep in the box. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and a changeup away, and the count is 0-2. Now, the 4 hits that Salamita gave up in his 7 great innings last Sunday, 2 of them solo homers to Ian Gack, 2 of the 3 that he has early on this year. The .357 average checks in at 10th best in the American Association beginning tonight. 0-2 the count on Ian Gack. Luis Allen sets up way outside. The pitch, fastball high and away, 88 miles an hour. And it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Including last night, now in 12 career games against the Goldeyes, Gack is 22 for 47, a .468 average. And in those 12 games, he has 7 home runs and 17 RBIs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Hit foul off to the right side, got the arms extended. Was a little bit behind on that pitch from Chris Salamita. The count is still 1-2 with the left-hand batting Kevin Howard waiting on deck. Goldeyes 1, Saltdogs nothing in the top of the second. Good crowd on hand tonight for the first Friday game of the 2014 season at Shaw Park. Salamita likes to work off the extreme third base side of the rubber. It's the nice and easy one. It doesn't bring the hands over the head. And another 1-2 pitch. Fastball just high and away, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ian Gack last year for the Saltdogs at .319. He had 18 homers and 63 RBIs in just 60 games played. Missed over a month due to a broken hand. He got hit in the back of the palm with a pitch early on in the season. And that coincided with the 5 players Lincoln had lost to major league clubs. 2-2, breaking ball, grounded out to short. Tough up, fielded by Kuhn around his waist. He steps and throws to first. Good stretch by Mazzola on the other end. And Ian Gack is retired. Even the ground balls come off the bat loud. Looked like it might have clipped the left side of the pitcher's mound. Took a funny hop on Tyler Kuhn, but he corralled it around the breadbasket. Took a few more steps towards the second base bag before firing across to Josh Mazzola. So it's 1 out and nobody on. Kevin Howard, the third baseman, stepping to the plate. John Gaston, not sure how long he's going to be out of the lineup for Ken Obergfell, but that's a tough loss. Gaston, the left-handed slugger, really has the potential to be one of the best all-around hitters, both for average and power in this league. The first pitch to Howard is on the outside corner, 0-1. He plays a good outfield. He's been playing mostly center here in 2014, and he was just starting to get hot at the plate. So we'll see if Gaston appears at any point during the remainder of this 4-game series. The 0-1 pitch hit in the air to deep center field. Abercrombie moving back over by the track to his right now, reaches, makes the catch, and there's 2 away in the second. Kevin Howard hit that very hard towards left center field, but Abercrombie in good position. He got a good read as well as that ball struck the bat of the third baseman, Kevin Howard, and Forgatch now stepping to the plate. Hey fans, next time you're at a Goldeyes game, bring along a non-perishable food item for donation to Winnipeg Harvest. Collection bins are located at every ballpark entrance. Peek in the market and the Goldeyes encourage all listeners to help those in need. Winnipeg 1, Lincoln 0 in the top of the second. Salamita's retired the first 2 hitters in the inning. Matt Forgatch, a right-hand batter, stands a few inches up in the box. Salamita gets the side. Luis Allen will set up away. And the first pitch from the left-hander is a fastball on the outside corner, and the count is 0-1. Forgatch 11 for 51 in the year, hitting .216, no homers and 4 RBIs. Had an RBI single last night, and he's now at safely in 4 games in a row. He hit well against lefties last year for Lincoln. The 0-1 pitch fouled straight back, jammed him inside of the fastball, and it's 0-2. Salamita's on first pitch strikes down to 4 of the first 6 to face him, including all 3 batters here in the top half of the second. Last season, Forgatch a .284 hitter against left-hand pitchers. Lincoln's offense is beginning to turn around after a tougher offensive season in 2013. Lefty to righty. And the 0-2 pitch, fastball high and outside, 90 miles an hour. The count goes to 1-2. Last season, the Saltdogs not only finished last in the American Association, an average of .253, but that was actually the lowest team average in league history going back to 2006. The 1-2, fastball high and tight. And Forgatch has to turn out of the way. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. They did well in other categories. They were 5th in homers with 83. And they were 3rd with 115 stolen bases. Couldn't quite overcome the strikeouts and the low batting average. This year, though, I mentioned earlier, they entered tonight 5th in the league in batting at a much healthier .279. The 2-2 to Forgatch, breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 3 called. A beautiful backdoor breaking pitch from Chris Salamita. He freezes Forgatch to end the inning. First strikeout of the night for Chris Salamita. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. Middle of the second here at Shaw Park. It's 1-0 Goldeyes here on Jewel 101.
You had a long night, and you're hardly awake. You need breakfast, but it's 11 o'clock. Does that even matter? Why eat somewhere that tells you you can't have what you want when you want it? Just go to Robin's anytime for their breckwich, made with everything you want, like egg, tantalizing ham, perfect bacon, delicious sausage, and of course melt-in-your-mouth cheese that you can enjoy on a croissant bun, wrap, or bagel. Served all day.
Only from your hometown hero, Robin's. Fast, fresh, and friendly.
CIBC and the Winnipeg Goldeyes have partnered to fight cancer. On Sunday, October 5th, CIBC and Goldeyes employees, friends, and family will be running in communities across Canada for a future without breast cancer. Shaw Park, the home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes, will be your local run site for the Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation CIBC Run for the Cure. For more information, to register to run or make a donation, go to CIBC.com. Let's run for a future without breast cancer. Join in Sunday, October 5th at Shaw Park.
Hey, you're looking red and shiny today.
It's just the burger sweats, babe.
That's not normal.
Nah, it's cool. I read the nutrition fact things like you said. I've got enough sodium for like 3 days.
It's easy to make the healthy choice at Jugo Juice. Jugo Juice smoothies are made with real fruit and veggies, 100% fruit juice with no added sugar, and no sorbet fillers or purees. So whatever you order, it's loaded with the good stuff. Stop by Jugo Juice at Shaw Park or Polo Park.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
1-0 Goldeyes. We go to the bottom half of the second here at Shaw Park. Reggie Abercrombie, who had 3 hits, including a 2-run homer last night, steps to the plate. He swings the first pitch from Nick Green, and he pops it a foul off to the right. A 74-mile-an-hour breaking ball. It's 0-1. Abercrombie, Allen, and Pineda 6, 7, and 8 to up. Goldeyes baseball presented by NTS. Get unlimited internet in Manitoba on all your devices, only with NTS. The 0-1 to Abercrombie. Fastball on the outside corner, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Abercrombie 13 for 58 in the season, hitting .224. Now has 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. The 0-2 pitch, fastball, hit foul behind the plate to the right side, and it's still 0-2 in the Goldeyes center fielder, Reggie Abercrombie. Goldeyes very fortunate that they were able to sign Abercrombie after the loss of Ryan Hughes right before spring training began. 3 seasons in the major leagues, including the entirety of 2006. Another 0-2, high fly ball to right field. Deep but playable for Joy, now coming in a few steps, makes the catch. And Abercrombie retired 1 away in the bottom half of the second. Come celebrate your birthday, Goldeyes style. Partygoers receive a souvenir, hot dog, potato chips, and soft drink, plus birthday cake and mini donuts to enjoy in the stands, courtesy of Little Orbit's Mini Donuts. The guest of honor also receives a birthday card, Goldeyes baseball, photo with Goldie, happy birthday, PA announcement during the game, and more. Parties are just $16 per person based on a minimum of 10 guests. Call the Goldeyes office at 982 base to book your next birthday bash. Luis Allen takes a fastball on the inside half from Nick Green, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Luis 2 hits last night, including the go-ahead RBI single in the bottom of the 6th inning. Breaking ball misses low and away, and it's 1-1. Allen, a right-handed batter, hitting .250 on the year, 9 for 36, no homers and 3 runs batted in. The lineup from Green. Pitch is swung and a chop towards third. Moving in front, Kevin Howard fields on the infield grass and tosses across to first base. Allen retired, and it's 2 up and 2 set aside with a 29-year-old right-hander. Nick Green, originally drafted by the then Anaheim Angels, now of course the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. A 35th round pick in 2004 out of Darton State College in his home state of Georgia. He would begin his career later on that summer with Provo in the Rookie Pioneer League at good numbers, 4-3, an ERA of 4.03. Twice he has reached the AAA level in his career, once in the Angels organization, then later with the Brewers. Ryan Pineda takes a fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Pineda, a right-handed batter, hitting .292 this year, 14 for 48, with a homer and 8 RBIs. The pitch, letter high fastball for a strike. It's 0-2. Pineda drew a couple of walks last night, and both times came around to score. 1-0 Winnipeg in the bottom of the second. Bases empty and 2 outs. Green in the lineup. The 0-2 to Pineda. Swinging a ground ball the other way. To his left is Martin. Fields on the edge of the outfield grass. Throw to first in time to get Pineda, and the inning is over. So Nick Green sets the Goldeyes down 1-2-3. And at the end of 2 innings at Shaw Park, it's 1-0 Winnipeg on Jewel 101.
The Stars are coming to Shaw Park this summer as the Winnipeg Goldeyes host the first ever 2-day American Association All-Stars celebrations. July 28th and 29th, catch all the action. Skills competition, home run derby, parties and autograph sessions, all-star luncheon featuring Fergie Jenkins, and of course, the All-Star Game. Play ball! Tickets are on sale now. Get yours before they're gone. Visit Goldeyes.com.
At Cal Tire, they are the tire and wheel experts. They have the best selection of tires and wheels in the city, all at prices that can't be beat. If you find a lower advertised price, bring it in and they'll match it or even beat it. This spring, pay attention to your vehicle by taking it to the experts at Cal Tire. It's time to talk to Cal at any one of their 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
Summer in Manitoba sizzles all over the place, from our great beaches to our great ballpark. and especially at Goldeyes Grill, where they sizzle up some of the best hot dogs you've ever tasted. Diamond Dogs, the official hot dog of the Goldeyes, custom made by Winkler Meats. Diamond Dogs are naturally smoked, gluten and allergen-free, and made with quality ingredients that deliver full flavor every bite. Try them in the game or pick them up at your local grocer. Diamond Dogs from Winkler Meats. Product quality is their tradition.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Get your group of 25 or more together for a Goldeyes game. Our group packages suit everyone from a family gathering to the team at work that wants to share in the experience of exciting Goldeyes baseball. These packages are full of benefits just for your group. Seating is available in all areas of Shaw Park. Call our group department at 982-BASE and let one of our event experts look after the details of your next outing. Don't forget to ask about our group picnic packages or the Goldeyes patio deck. Chris Salamita back to work here in the top of the third. Nick Green at a 1-2-3, bottom of the second. Goldeyes still lead 1-0 after the Jake Blackwood RBI double to center in the bottom half of the first. Mike Gilmartin, the newest member of the Saltdogs, at the plate. A left-hand batter takes a fastball low and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Gilmartin in his 6th year of professional baseball. He's off to a 1-for-12 start in 3 games with Lincoln with an RBI after beginning this season in the Atlantic League with Bridgeport. A 1-0 pitch, swinging a chopper to the right side. Mazzola backs off, backhands the ball, makes the flip to Salamita, and he gets there a couple of steps in front of the speedy shortstop Mike Gilmartin. Good hookup between Josh Mazzola and Chris Salamita. Eddie Young stepping to the plate. Young DHing tonight, effectively in place of the injured John Gaston. Gaston walked and scored a run in the top of the first inning last night, but during his trip of the plate, he fouled a pitch off his foot, and it was Young who would take over in the bottom half of the first on defense. Young went to left, and Matt Forgat shifted from left to center. Chad Mazingo tonight starting in center field. And Eddie Young, the DH, a left-hand bat, hitting in the 8th spot. Salamita from the windup. And the first pitch, fastball, tails over the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Eddie Young now 8 for 34 in this season. A .235 average, no homers, and 3 RBIs. Saw him play a great shortstop last weekend in Nebraska. Salamita to the windup, and the 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses just outside and low, 90 miles an hour, and the count 1-1. Goldeyes 1, Saltdogs 0 in the top of the third. Winnipeg trying to make it back-to-back wins here to begin this series. They are 9-5 in the year, beginning tonight on a first-place tie with the St. Paul Saints in the north. The 1-1 pitch. Line drive towards shallow left field. Coming on, Ray Sadler reaches forward, and he makes the catch just above his waist. For a second, you thought maybe that had a chance to dunk in, but Ray Sadler getting a good read, using the major league instincts, and he runs that ball down, moving towards the infield. 2 up and 2 set aside on the third by Chris Salamita. And now Chris Anderson, the catcher, will step to the plate. Anderson's bat beginning to heat up. Returning to the United States for the first time since 2012. Spent last year playing in Belgium, a league what was referred to as the Belgian First Division. Played for a team called the Namur Angels. He is 10 for 33 now on the year, 303 average, with a home run that came last night and 6 RBIs. Fastball on the outside corner at the knees, and it's 0-1. Salamita's strikeout in the second, the first of the ball game, and that's brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity. 1 strike, and you're out. Anderson 5 for 7 over the last 2 contests after running into an 0 for 14 skid in the previous 5 games. And a great doubleheader against the Grand Prairie Airhogs on Tuesday. That was a scheduled doubleheader, by the way, and the Saltdogs will have another scheduled doubleheader on Tuesday against Fargo-Moorhead. Anderson takes a fastball on the outside corner, same pitch. So it's quickly 0-2. 1-0 Goldeyes, top of the third. The base is empty and 2 men down. Chris Anderson hitting .303 out of the 9-hole. Great production for that spot on the lineup, and certainly great production for the catching position. The 0-2 pitch, slider, it foul off to the right side. And that one screaming into the stands. Hope that everybody's okay. The count is still 0-2. Salamita came in with that great breaking pitch, and Anderson fouled it off. Chris Salamita features that 2-seam fastball. It'll tail away from the right-hand batters and in on the lefties. It'll spot it to both sides of the plate. He's got that great breaking pitch, but he is very much a fastball-first pitcher. Jamie Vermillion talked about how Salamita likes to pitch inside, especially on the righties, establish that fastball to set the hitters up for that great slider. Another 0-2 pitch, slider low and inside, and the count 1-2 strikes. Salamita lifetime here at Shaw Park, 39 starts. He is 20-11 with an ERA of 3.87. And Ken Obergfell, not sure if he's alleging that ball may have hit Chris Anderson at the plate. Anderson having a quick word with Anthony Sheets, the home plate umpire. Obergfell comes in a few steps along the third baseline. The pitch was low and in. The slider from Chris Salamita looked like he tried to do what they call the back foot slider, hoping Anderson would swing over the top. Came a little bit too far inside. And it's 1-2. On deck, the leadoff man, Chad Mazingo. Goldeyes ahead by a run here in the top half of the third. Salamita off the third base side of the rubber. He gets the sign from Luis Allen. Anderson waiting for the right side of the plate. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him in a fastball, and the inning is over. Chris Salamita has retired the first 9 to face him. No runs, no hits, and no one left on base. Middle of the third here at Shaw Park. It's 1-0 Goldeyes on Jewel 101.
Nice day. Want a drink?
Yeah, sure. Pass me a Pepsi. Whoa. Do you hear that? Open your Pepsi. Whoa. That was awesome.
Hit it out of the park this summer with the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi. Pepsi. Live for now.
Most days, you can predict what life's going to throw at you.
He's 2 for 2 at bat so far today.
But every once in a while...
Strike! Oh, he did not see that coming.
When life throws you a curveball, Ranger Insurance will protect what's important to you. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, they have a plan that fits your needs. Ranger Insurance, putting relationships first. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
There's no feeling like escaping to the lake and catching a few fish. And Pro-Am Tackle has everything to make a fishing trip perfect. Rods, reels, tackle, trolling motors, even live tackle year-round and much more. Plus, the guys at Pro-Am Tackle are local, know their stuff, and the best fishing spots. Oh, hold on. Hello? Jim? That you waving from the canoe down the lake? Let me send you a selfie with the fish I just caught. I loves me some nature.
Pro-Am Tackle, 1094 Nairn, or follow them on Facebook and Instagram.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
1-0 Goldeyes in the bottom half of the third here at Shaw Park. 9-1-2 coming up for Winnipeg. Jordan Guida, Tyler Kuhn, and Jake Blackwood. Guida essentially starting in place of Casey Harther, who will get the night off for the first time in 2014. Guida, a right-handed batter. Nick Green delivers, and Guida swings, lines into center field. Back into his left is Chad Mazingo, and he reaches above his right shoulder to make the catch. Good swing by Jordan Guida. A line drive to medium center field. Mazingo flags it down, and Guida retired for the first out. Back to the top for Tyler Kuhn, who got things started for the Goldeyes in the bottom of the first. Behind in the count, 1-2 strikes. He served a single to left center. Then he scored from first on Jake Blackwood's double over the head of Chad Mazingo in center field. Kuhn, a left-hand batter, open stance, and he takes a curveball low and outside from Nick Green. It's 1 no strikes. Entering tonight, Nick Green, 66 wins and 65 losses in his career. 11 professional seasons. The 1-0 pitch to Kuhn. Fastball. Called strike on the inside half, and it's 1-1. Slightly low call from tonight's home plate umpire Anthony Sheets. Green, a lifetime ERA of 4.35. He has 8 career saves. Change up on the outside edge, and he works in front of Tyler Kuhn, 1-2. Kuhn not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, a lifetime .295 hitter. So good at grinding out at bats, fouling off pitch after pitch. He's done that several times already this season. Anderson sets up into the 1-2 pitch. It foul the other way. A fastball at 88. That's the hardest pitch thrown tonight by the right-hander Nick Green. And it's still 1-2 strikes on Tyler Kuhn, who's now at safely in 13 of 15 games this year. Right-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. Another 1-2. Line drive to the left field line. That'll slice in the last couple of sections down the left field line. So Kuhn has fouled off back-to-back pitches. Kuhn at one point on the season opening road trip at a 12-pitch at bat at Amarillo before pulling a single to right field. Another 1-2 from Green. Breaking ball. This is just high and outside. He tried to go backdoor at 77 miles an hour, and Kuhn lays off. So that'll even the count at 2-2 on Tyler Kuhn. The pitch, swing and a miss. Got him on a high changeup. Looks like it was foul tipped into the mid of Chris Anderson. And that is the first strikeout of the night for the right-hander Nick Green. 2 outs in nobody on. Green did a good job to prevent the Goldeyes from getting more runs in that bottom half of the first. Kuhn singled. Blackwood had the RBI double, then Ray Sadler beat out the ground ball to short. But since then, the right-hander Nick Green has retired 7 batters in a row. Well, here is Jake Blackwood on a hanging breaking ball on a 1-2 count. He whacked it over the head of Chad Mazingo in center. He takes a first pitch changeup in the knees for the strike, and the count is 0-1. For Blackwood, his 13th RBI of the season, tying him with Ray Sadler for the Goldeyes lead. The 0-1 pitch, high fly ball, deep left field. Back goes Forgatch, over by the warning track, still going back, reaches, and Forgatch makes the catch as he taps into the left center field fence. Blackwood gave it a ride. It falls a couple feet shy of the wall, and the Goldeyes are down 1-2-3 in the last of the third inning. No runs, no hits, and no one left on base. And at the end of 3 at Shaw Park, it's Winnipeg 1 and Lincoln 0 here on Jewel 101.
My son loves hockey, but after a body check last season, I didn't think he would play. He slid hard into the boards. I was worried. We went to our family chiropractor. He set up a treatment plan, and his care was partly covered by Manitoba Health. Now, my son's back on the ice playing and enjoying every minute, even the practices. Thanks to our chiropractor for making life better.
Manitoba Chiropractors, making life better.
This is Goldeyes Baseball on 100.7 CFJL, Jewel 101, Winnipeg.
Water cooler's out.
Never fear! As a powerful elemental, I shall conjure forth a refreshing aquatic spring to quench our thirst. Just, give it a minute.
Clean, great-tasting drinking water isn't magic. It's Culligan. Culligan Water has been serving Winnipeg and surrounding areas for 58 years. As a member of the CBWA, you can count on their highly trained staff to deliver the best possible water treatment products and services, drinking water systems, and bottled water. Culligan Water. Better water. Pure and simple.
Stay informed on all the latest news and entertainment with the Winnipeg Free Press. The Winnipeg Free Press gives you the most in-depth local, national, and international news coverage, unrivaled coverage of the arts, and the best in sports. And as the winner of the Canadian Journalism Foundation's 2013 Excellence in Journalism Award, when someone asks,
"Where'd you hear that?"
and you answer,
"I read it in the Free Press,"
you can always count on having the full story. The Winnipeg Free Press, there for you.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on Jewel 101.
Top of the 4th inning at Shaw Park. The Winnipeg Goldeyes in front of the Lincoln Saltdogs by a score of 1-0. Nick Green has now retired the last 8 batters to face him. Chris Salamina has retired the first 9 to face him, and you go through the Saltdogs order for a second time tonight. Chad Mazingo, a left-hand batter, leads things off. He crowds the plate. Salamina winds. And the first pitch, fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in this inning, brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. In the top of the 8th inning out east, the New Jersey Jackals of the Can-Am League lead the St. Paul Saints 1-0. 0-1 pitch, slider on the outside half. And it's 0-2 on Chad Mazingo. That game played at Yogi Berra Stadium in Little Falls, New Jersey. The Amarillo Sox and Grand Prairie Airhogs are scoreless, bottom half of the 3rd. At Amarillo National Bank Sox Stadium. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Chad Mazingo looks at 3 straight strikes from Chris Alameda. A fastball slider and then a fastball to ring him up. 3rd strikeout for Chris Alameda. And that'll bring up Trevor Martin 0 for 1. Grounds it out to second base in the opening inning. Alameda now 4 out of 4 in retiring the leadoff hitter tonight. Sioux Falls 2, Kansas City 1. Last of the 3rd. At Sioux Falls Stadium in South Dakota. Goldeyes open a 4-game series at the Birdcage on Monday. Gary South Shore leads Wichita 2-0 in the bottom of the 3rd at Lawrence Dumont Stadium in Kansas. Martin, a right-hand batter, close stance. Salamina's first pitch. Fastball runs outside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. 2 games that were scheduled to have already been underway. No updates. The Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks and Sioux City Explorers were set to play at 7:02. Game 2 of that series at Newman Outdoor Field. No update. A 1-0 pitch. High fly ball, shallow right field. Abercrombie to his left. Guida cutting to his right. It's Abercrombie who makes the catch, and there's 2 men down here in the top half of the 4th. Pop fly to shallow right center field, flagged down by Reggie Abercrombie. And then at 7:30, mind you, we're approaching the 8 o'clock hour. Laredo was set to host Trois Rivières of the Can-Am League. We have no update from Unitrade Stadium either. Here at Shaw Park in downtown Winnipeg, the Goldeyes lead the Saltdogs 1-0 in the top half of the 4th. Bases empty and 2 down. Brian Joint 0 for 1. Salamita came back from a 3-0 count before Joint popped out to Josh Mazzola in foul territory. Mazzola went a long ways. He was at the foot of the Saltdogs bullpen down the right field line. The first pitch, slider, grounded foul outside of third, and that'll one-hop over the Goldeyes dugout and into the seats. It's no balls and 1 strike. Salamita has such great command of that slider. He can throw it for a strike when he needs to, and he can bury it to the outer or inner half of the plate to try and get a swing and a miss. Salamita, a good chance that he will take over the franchise record for strikeouts before the end of the year. Including tonight, he's now 30 behind Ace Walker for first place. The 0-1 to Joint, hit foul off to the right side, and the count is 0-2. You like the approach here. Salamita started off Joint generally an aggressive hitter with a slider in. He was out in front, then he came back with a fastball away, and Joint fouls it off. And Salamita has been working ahead, 0-1, 0-2 to just about every hitter tonight. Goldeyes lead by 1 in the top of the 4th. Left-hand pitcher, right-hand batter. Brian Joint hitting .241 on the season. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive the other way. That's a base hit down the right field line. Jordan Guida to his left to cut it off. Joint will make the turn and hold up. Brian Joint on 0-2, able to poke one down the right field line. The first base runner of the evening for the Lincoln Saltdogs, and that'll put the tying run on for the dangerous Ian Gack. So a 2-out single for Joint, who continues to hit well, now 11 for 32 in his last 9 games. Ian Gack grounded out to short, a loud ground ball, a phrase you don't often hear, but really hit one hard out towards Tyler Kuhn, who had to corral it around his stomach, and he was eventually thrown out at first base. Joint's got some speed, 8 steals last year in 10 attempts. He is without a steal to begin 2014. Josh Mazzola keeps him close, a right-handed fielder. Salamita out of the stretch for the first time tonight. Fastball high and away, 89 miles an hour, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Mazzola comes over from first to have a quick talk here with Chris Salamita, along with the catcher Luis Allen. Joked with Rick Forty today, we didn't want to compare Ian Gack to the great Barry Bonds, but Gack is the type of power, the type of game-changing ability in a lineup that really have to manage 2 or 3 innings ahead, the way that managers in the National League often had to do when they would play the San Francisco Giants in the mid-2000s. Ian Gack, 3 homers this year. He's hit 20 or more 5 of the last 6 seasons. Salamita comes set third base side of the rubber. He angles his body towards first. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball taken high and outside, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes. On deck, a left-hand batter in Kevin Howard. The tying run on first, Joint above average speed. The outfield playing Ian Gack deep and a few steps towards left. The 2 solo homers that he hit on Sunday, one went to dead center field on the grass berm. The other, a more majestic shot out towards left field. The 2-0 pitch on the outside corner. Good changeup by Salamita. And he gets back into the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. Ian Gack at .355, 22 for 62 against left-hand pitching last year in 60 games for the Lincoln Saltdogs. This season, Gack even better, 12 for 21 against lefties, .571. And all 3 of his homers this year have been against left-hand pitchers. Joint on first and 2 outs. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss and a fastball away. Good location by Salamita. It was right on the edge, maybe even about an inch off of home plate. And it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gack took the big cut, but he reached over and came up empty. An extra base hit could tie it up with 2 outs and Joint speed on first. Goldeyes have good arms all across the outfield. Sadler in left, Abercrombie in center, and Guida in right. Salamita leans in, he gets the sign from Luis Allen. Just now 8 o'clock, and now Gack is granted time by the home plate umpire Anthony Sheets. Ian Gack, 191 career homers. Very likely he will surpass the 200 mark before the end of this year. A high set from the left-hander. And the 2-2 pitch. High pop-up in a shallow right center. Blackwood drifting back. In comes Abercrombie and guide up. Blackwood calling for it. Makes the catch and the inning is over. So Chris Salamita gets Ian Gack with a tying run on first. No runs, 1 hit, and a 1 left on base. 3.5 complete here in Winnipeg. It's the Goldeyes 1 and the Saltdogs nothing on Jewel 101.
I'm so pumped for the Molson Canadian NHL contest at Boston Pizza that I hired a sportscaster to follow me around.
It's heating up.
You have a chance to win 2 tickets to every game of the 2014 Stanley Cup Final.
He shoots. He scores!
You can grab a pint of Molson Canadian for $5.99 at BP. Goes great with a pizza taco for $9.95.
And the crowd goes wild. Must be 21 years or older. No purchase necessary. See participating stores for details. Molson Canadian is a proud sponsor of the NHL. Boston Pizza. Hockey happens here.
Here's the pitch, and oh, my goodness, a line drive right into Morton's face.
He just smashed his glasses.
He's standing up again, but boy, those glasses are toast.
Well, I bet he's glad he's covered by Manitoba Blue Cross.
Just like sports, life can throw you a curveball. And while provincial health care doesn't cover glasses or all prescription drugs, Manitoba Blue Cross has coverage options to keep you in the game.
Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring.
Visit mb.bluecross.ca to find out more.
Things you'll never hear a Cambrian Credit Union member say.
Oh, I just love paying service fees.
My high mortgage rate is amazing.
Yes, I'll pay $1.50 to use this ATM.
With Cambrian Credit Union's great rates and free banking through the UnFee, Cambrian members won't say these things. With a full range of hassle-free financial services, they're here for Manitobans. Cambrian Credit Union, building strong financial foundations for making dreams come true.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
1-0 Winnipeg. We go to the bottom half of the fourth. Chris Salamita gets around the 2-out single from Brian Joyne in the top half of this frame. Ray Sadler leads off against Nick Green, and he takes a breaking ball over the inside half. It's 0-1. Sadler beat out. It appeared to be a conventional ground ball to shortstop for an infield single in the first. Slider, and that's just outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. It was hit a little bit slow, but off the bat, he figured Gil Martin was going to be able to get Sadler at first base, but instead of trying to backhand, he circled in front. And Sadler beat it out by a full step. Another breaking ball low and outside. It's now 2-1. Heart of the lineup due up for the Goldeyes here in the fourth. Sadler, Mazzola, and Webb, 3, 4, and 5. Sadler took Green deep on Sunday. The pitch, swinging a line drive to left center. That'll get down for a base hit. Forgats to his left to cut it off. Ray Sadler rips a single to left center field, and Winnipeg has its first base runner since the bottom half of the first. Ray Sadler, a leadoff hit here in the fourth inning. Josh Mazzola now steps to the plate. Goldeyes baseball presented by MTS. Get unlimited internet in Manitoba on all your devices, only with MTS. Ray Sadler, still good speed at 33 years old. 3 out of 3 in steals already this year. Winnipeg Goldeyes as a club have 25 stolen bases, which ranks third best in the American Association. Josh Mazzola grounded into a double play his first time up, and he takes a fastball low. It's knocked down by Anderson. He can't find it, and Sadler will take second base. That'll be a wild pitch charge to Nick Green, and the Goldeyes have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And a 1-ball, no strike count on Josh Mazzola. When that ball hit the dirt, Anderson, for the most part, did a pretty good job to, it will look like a piece of his right shin guard on it. It didn't go all the way to the backstop, but he had trouble finding it. And the ball started to roll further and further behind the plate. Ray Sadler got a good read. He also saw that Anderson couldn't quite locate where the ball was and had the easy path to second. Green turns and looks at second base. Gil Martin, the shortstop, had already backed off, so no throw made by the 29-year-old right-hander. Nick Green has had good control throughout his career. In more than 1,200 lifetime innings, he's averaged just 2.1 walks for every 9. The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball. Catches the outside corner at the knees. Mazzola thought that was a little bit low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. A run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Goldeyes. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors for the Lincoln Saltdogs. Sadler getting a decent lead off second. The pitch, swinging a chopper to the left side. Sadler's going to cross, backhanded by Gil Martin. Only played a first, and it's just in time to get Josh Mazzola. Good read by Ray Sadler. That ball was hit to the left side of second, but it was a high bouncer and took a while for it to come down. We also mentioned that Ray Sadler had a bigger lead prior to that pitch. So he knew he was able to get from second over to third base. A productive out for Josh Mazzola. Now the Goldeyes a chance to get another run on a deep fly ball. Donnie Webb stepping to the plate, a guy who has specialized in these situations throughout his career. Drove in 46, hitting mostly leadoff last season for the Rockland Boulders in the Can-Am League. Sadler on third and one down, and the Saltdogs here in the fourth. They're going to bring the infield in. At first, second, and third, Gilmartin about halfway at short. Now he comes all the way in. And the first pitch to Donnie Webb is a curveball low and outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Webb hit it well to center field in the first. It was caught by Chad Mazingo a few steps in front of the warning track. Webb a switch hitter from the left side of the plate. He had .348 last year for the Boulders with runners in scoring position. Again, the infield in all the way around for the Lincoln Saltdogs. Nick Green going out of the stretch with a runner at third and one away. Webb swings, lines it into right field for a base hit. Sadler comes in to score from third base. It's an RBI single to right field for Donnie Webb, and the Goldeyes extend the lead at 2-0 here in the bottom half of the fourth. On 1 ball and no strikes, Donnie Webb able to rip one to shallow right field. Didn't matter that the infield was in. That would have gotten beyond the infield even had they been at usual depth. And Webb comes through once again with men in scoring position. His 8th RBI this season. And the Goldeyes double their lead, and now Webb is a threat to steal. He's 6 for 8 in stolen bases this year. Reggie Abercrombie is at the plate. A step and a quick toss to first, and Donnie Webb dives back. Chris Anderson behind the plate tonight, 3 for 16 at throwing out base runners, 19%. It's right in line with his career average of 20%. 1 on and 1 out, bottom of the fourth, and a run is home in the inning. Green comes set in the pitch. Abercrombie swings and misses at a changeup outside. The count is no balls and 1 strike. Abercrombie flied out to right field in the bottom half of the second. Good crowd in hand in the first Friday home game of 2014. Donnie Webb inching away from the first base bag. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball that ran outside. And the count goes to 0-2. Anthony Sheets signaling for the foul tip held by Chris Anderson, the Saltdogs backstop. And Green works in front of Abercrombie, 0-2. He has struck out 1 and not issued a walk tonight in 4 and 3 1/3 innings. The set from the right-hander and the 0-2. Fastball high and inside, 89 miles an hour. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Luis Allen hitting 7th this evening, waits on deck for Winnipeg. 2-0 Goldeyes, bottom of the fourth. Again, Webb stretching the lead. The 1-2 pitch hit on the ground out towards short. Tough off fielded by Gilmartin. Goes to second for 1. Martin to first is in time for the double play. And the inning is over. 6-4-3 turned by the Saltdogs. Their second double play tonight. But the Goldeyes add a run. There were 2 hits and no one left on base. Into 4 at Shaw Park. It's 2-0 Winnipeg on Jewel 101.
This summer, Downtown Winnipeg Biz wants you to get a taste of downtown Winnipeg with restaurant tours starting in June. Hit 4 patios in one evening on the Patio Crawl Tour. Cycle to 7 restaurants on the Movable Feast Tour. Check out up-and-coming musicians at the Almost Famous Music Tour. Let Winnipeg Wine take you to the city's top restaurants for a tasting that includes a night in a luxury downtown hotel. See the full lineup of tours and get your tickets today at downtownwinnipegbiz.com.
Honey, where should I put this?
In the basement.
I don't think there's any room.
Sound familiar? If your home or garage has accumulated more than it can hold, let BFI Canada help. Rent a temporary bin from BFI for a day, a week, or longer. Too much stuff? Then call the Blue. Call BFI Canada to schedule your delivery today. BFI Canada, a Progressive Waste Solutions company.
It's a quiet evening at the lake. You can hear the birds singing before bed. The gentle waves. It doesn't get any better than this. Unless you add Archangel Fireworks to your night. Having a birthday? Amp it up with fireworks. Family reunion? Nothing says we missed you like a crackling peony exploding in the sky. Typical Wednesday? You guessed it. You need Archangel Fireworks. 104 Pembina Highway.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Team up with the Goldeyes to support the Winnipeg Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation with a K's for Kids program. All you have to do is pledge an amount that you'll donate towards the Field of Dreams Foundation every time a Goldeyes pitcher records a strikeout at home during the 2014 season. You can fill out a pledge form at Goldeyes.com or at the fan services booth at Shaw Park. During the 2013 season, Goldeyes pitchers struck out 373 opposing batters at home, meaning a pledge of just 5 cents per strikeout would have contributed $18.65. At the end of the season, we'll total up the Goldeyes strikeouts, and the Field of Dreams Foundation will send you an invoice, or if you wish, we can charge your credit card for the amount pledged. For more information about the K's for Kids program, visit Goldeyes.com. Top of the 5th inning here at Shaw Park. Goldeyes now lead 2-0 thanks to an RBI single to right field from Donnie Webb. Kevin Howard leads things off against Chris Salamita. Takes a fastball low and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Goldeyes did a great job to manufacture the run. Ray Sadler single leading off. He moved to second on a wild pitch. Josh Mazzola got him a third with a ground ball. And then Webb singled on a hard line drive to right. Howard fly to center field his first time up. He hit the ball well. Reggie Abercrombie caught it on the run. And there's a fastball in the outside corner. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Howard followed by Matt Forgatch and Mike Gilmartin. 5, 6, and 7 in the Saltdogs' 5th. Lefty against lefty. The 1-1. Breaking ball hit in the air to left field. Ray Sadler in a step, now drops back. Now back into his right, makes the catch. Lazy fly ball to left field, and Kevin Howard retired for a second time in as many at-bats. Tonight's trivia question brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel specializing in spacious executive suites. Well, these two teams have matched up once in the postseason. That was during Lincoln's inaugural year in 2001, the Northern League Central Conference Championship Series, with the winner going on to the Northern League Championship Series against the New Jersey Jackals. Goldeyes won that series in 4 games. Forgatch 0 for 1, called out and strikes his first time up. Hits it high in the air, deep down the right field line. It's slicing towards the Saltdogs bullpen. Guida giving chase, and it'll land over the side fence into the grass berm. The count is 0-1. Who is the winning pitcher in the clinching Game 4 of the 2001 Central Conference Championship Series over the Lincoln Saltdogs? Call the Jewel 101 studio at 204-943-5250 with your answer for a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Goldeyes game. We'll have the correct answer later on tonight. 1 out and nobody on in the top half of the 5th. Winnipeg leading 2-0. The 0-1 to Forgatch. Broken bat liner to short right at Tyler Kuna makes the catch. And there's 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th inning. And the question, the winning pitcher for the Goldeyes in Game 4 of the Central Conference Championship Series in 2001. A postseason series victory, and the only time the Goldeyes have faced the Saltdogs beyond the regular year. Mike Gilmartin at the plate, 0 for 1. He has grounded out to first base. Lincoln has had a very good franchise history, beginning with that 2001 season, in a stretch where they were the best team in the Northern League and the American Association 2005 through 2007. The first pitch fouled straight back off the screen, and the count is 0-1. They would win their first championship in 2009. They were underdogs in the opening round series against Wichita that season, who had the best record, and they won that series in 5 games, winning Game 5 on the road. And then they matched up against Pensacola, who won the South, and they won that in 5 games on the road. Salamita with the 0-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. And the count is 0-2. Salamita has punched out 3-9. He has not issued a walk. In fact, the only base runner he's given up. The 2-out single to Brian Joint in the top half of the 4th after he had retired the first 11 to face him. 2-0 Goldeyes in the top half of the 5th inning. The 0-2 pitch. Punched in the air towards shallow center. Abercrombie in great position, moves in to make the catch. And the inning is over. Abercrombie was playing shallow, and on the 0-2 pitch, the soft liner to center is caught. And Chris Salamita goes 1-2-3 for a 4th time in 5 innings tonight. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. We've come halfway here at Shaw Park. Goldeyes lead 2-0 on Jewel 101.
To some, he is a hero. To others, merely heroic. But to us, he's a Pools Hall of Famer. Raised on highlights and minor league stats, he played his game cards like he played Division 12 slow pitch. To win. Home team? Check. Visiting team? Check. Champion? Check. Be a legend with Sports Select. Pools players won over $7 million last year. Pick the winning teams today at your lottery retailer. Remember, keep it a game.
While there is no known cure for ALS, there is hope. The ALS Society of Manitoba supports families affected by ALS. Their client services coordinator works with your family to determine your needs, and the Brummett-Feasby ALS House provides 24-hour care designed to specifically meet the needs of people living with ALS, because hope is important in the lives of those affected by ALS. The ALS Society of Manitoba, they help their people every way they can. Visit alsmb.ca.
The Best Western Plus Winnipeg Airport Hotel is dedicated to making your stay as easy and carefree as possible. With over 8,000 square feet of meeting space and 213 guest rooms, the Best Western Plus can accommodate events large and small. Their on-site catering team and event planners offer customized menu options and expert service. Book your next corporate event, wedding, or conference at the Best Western Plus Winnipeg Airport Hotel, 1715 Wellington Avenue, or call 204-786-0687 for more information.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
2-0 Goldeyes. We go to the bottom half of the fifth inning here at Shaw Park. Luis Allen leads off against the righty Nick Green, who's done a good ball game again, but he's on the short end of the 2-0 score. Breaking ball on the outside half of the knees. And it's 0-1. 7, 8, and 9 to it for the Goldeyes. Allen, Pineda, and Gaida. Luis grounded out to third base in his first at-bat. That came in the second. Swinging a line drive down the left field line. That'll get down for a base hit and roll towards the corner. Luis Allen around first. He's digging for second. Matt Forgatch will fire in towards third. And Allen will coast into second with a leadoff two-base hit. Luis Allen rips that down the left field line, and the Goldeyes have their second extra base hit of the game. And a good start to try and build in their 2-0 lead. Allen on second and no one down with Ryan Pineda now stepping to the plate. We have a winner for tonight's trivia question, brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Congratulations to Ken Kreitz of Emerson, Manitoba, who knew that Donnie Taylor was the winning pitcher in the clinching Game 4 of the 2001 Northern League Central Conference Championship Series over the Lincoln Saltdogs. First pitch to Ryan Pineda. Lifted in the air right side, heading towards the line. Moving over is Brian Joint, the right fielder, moving up the bullpen, and he drops the ball. And Pineda will still be out the play. That's a difficult play, even on a flatter surface, but he went up the beginning of the gradient towards the pitcher's mound in the Saltdogs bullpen. And Joint, to try to reach out and make a basket catch. He also had to worry about the fence. He was starting to run out of room down the right field line. Got his glove on it, but couldn't quite squeeze it. And the count is no balls and a strike. Pineda 0 for 1. He bounced out to second base his first time up. Congratulations, Ken. You won a couple of tickets to an upcoming Goldeyes game. Expect a call from the Goldeyes office sometime next week. That was almost record time, and that was one of the tougher questions that we've had this season. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball low outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Ryan Pineda on fire at the plate, entering tonight 9 for 25 in his last 8 games, hitting .360. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Winnipeg, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors for Lincoln. Chance to build another run with Luis Allen on second base and nobody out. Pineda, a right-hand batter with a deep crouch and a wide stance. Green from the high set, first base side of the rubber, and the pitch, fastball high and inside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. The in-game line score is brought to you by Culligan Water. Better water, pure and simple. Culligan Water has been locally owned and operated since 1956. Serving Winnipeg and the surrounding areas. Contact them at drinkculligan.com. The 2-1 pitch. Pineda swings, grounds it towards shortstop. Allen's got a hold. Gilmartin fields, fires to first in time to get Pineda by a step. And there's 1 man down. Luis Allen holding at second, and the ground ball hit in front. That'll bring Jordan Gaida to the plate. Hit a ball in the screws in the bottom half of the third, but it was right at the center fielder, Chad Mazingo. Jordan's been so good to begin this season. Now 7 for 14, hitting .500 with a homer and 5 RBIs. After Casey Arthur had to come out of last night's ball game following the 6th, Gaida went out to right, and then Josh Mazzola moved from right field to first base. And tonight, Gaida makes a second start in right field in the last 3 games. On a Wednesday afternoon, he hit the first homer of his professional career against Sioux City. Takes a curveball on the inside half for a strike, and it's 0-1. 75 miles an hour. Nick Green has excellent command of that big curveball, and he's been able to work it to both sides of the plate. And like Chris Salamita in that slider, has been able to drop it in for a strike or drop it below the hitter's knees. Right-hand pitcher, right-hand batter. The 0-1. Another curveball hit in the air to left field. Moving back into his left is Matt Forgatch, called off by the center fielder Mazingo, and Mazingo makes the catch. Again, Allen will hold at second base. A fly ball to left center, maybe a step deep, and Chad Mazingo catches it. 2 outs now. Allen still on second, and it's back to the top of the order for Tyler Kuhn. Kuhn is 1 for 2. He singled to left center in the bottom of the first, scored on a Jake Blackwood double, and then had a longer at bat in the third before he was struck out swinging. Goldeyes 2, Saltdogs nothing in the bottom half of the fifth in game 2 of this 4-game set. After last night's win, the Goldeyes improved to 47-31 all-time against Lincoln and 27-11 here at Shaw Park, going all the way back to 2001. A turn towards second by Nick Green, and neither Gil Martin or Martin, the second baseman, came in. Allen getting a solid lead here with 2 outs. Kuhn, a left-hand batter, slightly open stance, and Green delivers. Hit on the ground on the right side. To his left is Martin. Fields down low. Waits now, tosses to first. In time to get Tyler Kuhn, and the inning is over. Nick Green gets around the leadoff double. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on base. And at the end of 5 here at Shaw Park, it's the Goldeyes 2 and the Saltdogs nothing on Jewel 101.
The Stars are coming to Shaw Park this summer as the Winnipeg Goldeyes host the first ever 2-day American Association All-Star celebrations. July 28th and 29th, catch all the action. Skills competition, home run derby, parties and autograph sessions, all-star luncheon featuring Fergie Jenkins, and of course, the All-Star Game. Play ball! Tickets are on sale now. Get yours before they're gone. Visit Goldeyes.com.
CIBC and the Winnipeg Goldeyes have partnered to fight cancer. On Sunday, October 5th, CIBC and Goldeyes employees, friends, and family will be running in communities across Canada for a future without breast cancer. Shaw Park, the home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes, will be your local run site for the Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation CIBC Run for the Cure. For more information, to register to run or make a donation, go to CIBC.com. Let's run for a future without breast cancer. Join in Sunday, October 5th at Shaw Park.
Here's the pitch, and it's a grand slam! Here they come! Cans, juice boxes, glass and plastic bottles, into the bin!
The Winnipeg Goldeyes and Recycle Everywhere want you to swing for the fences and recycle all your empty beverage containers. They're full of potential and have thousands of uses beyond the landfill. Step up to the plate and pitch your drink containers into a recycling bin. Whether you're at home, work, school, or the ballpark, remember to recycle everywhere.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Top of the 6th inning here at Shaw Park. The Goldeyes lead the Saltdogs 2-0. Well-pitched game on both ends. Chris Salamina's been terrific. He's allowed just 1 over the minimum. 2-out single of Brian Joint back in the 4th. In the other 4 frames, he's retired the side in order. Nick Green's been good, though. He ran into trouble in the first, but limited the damage to 1, then gave up the RBI single to Donnie Webb in the 4th. But other than that, he has done well against the Goldeyes lineup for a second straight start. 8-9-1 coming up for Lincoln. Eddie Young, Chris Anderson, and Chad Mazingo. Chris Salamita, he has worked quick. He has been efficient. Just 58 pitches over 5 scoreless so far tonight. 1 hit, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. Eddie Young 0 for 1. He flied out to Ray Sadler in left field in the top half of the third. A left-handed batter. 1 of 4 in the starting lineup tonight for Ken Obergfell. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a high fly ball again to left field. Drifting back is Sadler. He's got room in front of the warning track. He reaches and makes the catch, and there's 1 man down in the top half of the 6th. A 1-pitch out for Chris Salamita. Had a great start on Sunday against the Lincoln Saltdogs, went 7 innings, allowed 2 earned runs, and he's trying to best that here tonight in his Shaw Park debut in 2014. Against Salamita, 20-11 all-time in this stadium. 2 wins behind Ace Walker for the most ever on the Shaw Park mound. Ace Walker had 22 victories during his time in the club. As far as all-time victories, Salamita entering tonight as 34. It's 2 back of Rafael Gross for second place in Goldeyes history. Change up over the outside half, and Chris Anderson takes a first pitch strike. Anderson was struck out swinging to win the top half of the third, a right-handed batter. 2-0 Winnipeg in the top of the 6th inning. Allen sets up away. And the 0-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside edge. And it's quickly 0-2. Salamita continues to pump fastballs to both corners of the plate tonight, and both to left and right-handed hitters in this Lincoln lineup. The 34 wins, by the way, also one in front of Goldeyes manager Rick Forney, who now ranks 4th. Slider punched in the air to shallow right, charging in is Jordan Guida. He's under it. Guida waits, and he makes the grab. 2 set aside here in the 6th by Chris Salamita. Ace Walker, of course, the franchise leader in wins with 47. It would take a spectacular run, but it is certainly possible that Salamita could catch Ace Walker by the end of the year, entering tonight 13 victories back. That means Salamita would have to finish this year with at least 14 wins, which would be one shy of the American Association single season record that was set in 2012. Chad Mazingo bluffs the bunt, pulls back, and that breaking ball misses just outside. It's 1 ball and 0 strikes. Mazingo leading off again. He's 0 for 2, fly out to center leading off the game. And he looked at 3 straight strikes, a fastball, slider, and then another fastball from Chris Salamita in the top of the 4th. Base is empty and 2 down. Lincoln is still in the ball game here. Only down by a couple, but Salamita's been in full control. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Slider, that one hits the outside edge. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. 78 miles an hour from the 30-year-old left-hander. Salamita, one of the 5 Goldeyes with a May birthday. Last of which was Brendan Lafferty. That was 3 days ago. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Pulled on the ground, foul to the right side. Yanked a slider at 81. And Salamita once again finds himself in a good pitcher's count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Goldeyes. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors for the Lincoln Saltdogs. Tomorrow night at 6:05, Game 3 of this series, Jason Jarvis takes on former big league right-hander Joe Basenius. Series finishes 1:35 on Sunday afternoon. Kyle Anderson against righty Marquise Fleming. The 1-2 to Mazingo. Popped him up, shallow left field. In comes Abercrombie, in comes Sadler. It's Ray Sadler who's under it, makes the 2-handed catch, and Chris Salamita has his 5th 1-2-3 inning of tonight's contest. He has been spectacular. No runs, no hits, and no one left on base. Middle of the 6th here at Shaw Park. Goldeyes 2, Saltdogs nothing on Jewel 101.
I keep hearing other people's kids smoke pot and then drive high.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Other people's kids are bad news.
Well, lucky for us, our teenager's got a good head on his shoulders.
You're so right. He'd never get into a car with a high driver or drive high himself.
Unlike other people's kids.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not just other people's kids. 40% of youths have ridden with a high driver. Learn more at canadadrugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free Canada.
Hi, this is Ivan Saper, owner of Saper Agencies. We offer personal, business, automobile, and travel health insurance. But it's how we sell that makes us different. We strive to remain on the cutting edge of technology and product innovations. We promise you quick, efficient, and effective solutions and 100% satisfaction. See us today, and we'll find you the right solution at the right price. Remember, your best insurance policy is our experience.
Saper Agencies, 2188 McPhillips. Call 694-6787.
It's summer. The perfect time to kick back and relax with friends and family. This summer, make it easy on yourself with catering by Chicken Delight. From a feast for a few to feeding your whole crew, Chicken Delight will put a smile on everyone's face with their famous chicken, fabulous pizza, ribs that rock, and more. Pick it up or have it delivered. Give us a call or send us your catering order at chickendelight.com.
So don't cook tonight. Tonight, all right. Call Chicken Delight.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Jake Blackwood leads off the bottom of the 6th, and Nick Green throws a fastball on the inside half for a strike, 0-1. Big bats coming up for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Blackwood, Sadler, and Mazzola 2, 3, and 4. Jake is 1 for 2 with an RBI double and a fly out to left. Swinging a high fly ball deep center field. Again, Mazingo drifting back. He's got a better read on this one in front of the track, and Mazingo makes the catch. There's one away to start the bottom half of the 6th inning. When Blackwood doubled over Mazingo's head in the first inning, didn't seem like it was a case where Mazingo wasn't playing deep enough against Jake Blackwood. That hanging breaking ball from the righty Nick Green was just hit well and seemed to carry in a night when the wind really is not blowing, at least according to the flags in left and right center field. At the beginning of the night, we had winds of just 6 kilometers per hour. Ray Sadler takes a fastball at the knees, and it's 0-1. Sadler is 2 for 2 in this ball game. He legged out an infield single, beat out a more or less conventional grounder to short in the first. Then he single leading off the fourth and scored Winnipeg's second run on the Donnie Webb RBI hit. The 0-1 pitch popped up, right side of the infield. Moving back, Trevor Martin, battling the wind, stumbles, turns to his left, and makes the two-handed grab reaching over his head, and Sadler retired. Trevor Martin started to drop back to his right, and perhaps the wind did carry that to the opposite side of his body. He had to turn around, but it was up there long enough for him to make the adjustment. And Nick Green has retired 2 batters here on 4 pitches. Goldeyes 2, Saltdogs nothing. In the bottom half of the 6th, Josh Mazzola at the plate 0 for 2. Hit into a double play in the first and grounded out to shortstop in the 4th. Right-hand batter wide open stance. Green delivers, popped up foul beyond the plate, and that travels over the roof at Shaw Park. The count is 0-1. Mazzola lifetime at Shaw Park, a .311 hitter with 20 homers and 74 RBIs in 106 games. The 0-1 popped up foul off to the right side, 90 miles an hour in the fastball. It's 0-2, and as the hardest pitch thrown by Nick Green, it comes in his 6th inning of work. Both starters have had very economical pitch counts tonight. The 0-2 hit on the ground up the middle to his left. Gil Martin dives. He's got it for the outfield grass. He gets up, throws to first, but Mazzola beats it out. And Mazzola hobbles a little bit as he runs through the bag. Hope that everything's okay. Tom Vaith is going to take a look. Not sure if Mazzola tweaked something coming out of the box. A tremendous effort by Mike Gil Martin. That ball was on the very short part of the center field grass when he made that diving play. And you thought when he got up he was probably going to put it in his pocket, but he tried to make the throw. Stephen Wadey, the Goldeyes first-year trainer, will hustle out of the dugout and take a look at Josh Mazzola. Winnipeg already without Casey Harther right now with a lower body injury, and Mazzola clearly less than 100% as he finished running through the first base bag. Rick Forney is going to come over and take a look as well. Looks like Mazzola is tugging at the left ankle or maybe the left shin right now. So Wadey, Tom Vaith, Rick Forney, and first base umpire James Folsky all examining Josh Mazzola, such an integral part of this club, not just on the field but also in the clubhouse. Mazzola, one of the best personalities you'll come across in the American Association. Guy who knows how to keep things loose during batting practice and the downtime, but he is as fiery a competitor as you will find between the lines. Mazzola still trying to fight off the pain. Again, not sure if it's in the ankle, the foot, or the shin area, but Mazzola will appear to try and at least stay in this ball game over at first. Goldeyes, assuming that Casey Harther can't play tonight, do not have a player available on the bench. And Mazzola try and jog a few steps down the right field line. It looks like in the end he's going to be able to stay here over at first. So Josh Mazzola will get credit for an infield single. The 7th hit of the night for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. And it prevents Nick Green from a 1-2-3 inning. Donnie Webb now steps to the plate. He's 1 out of 2 at a deep fly to center that was caught in the first. And with Ray Sadler on third and 1 out in the 4th inning, he ripped a single to right to give Winnipeg its current 2-0 lead. Goldeyes baseball is presented by MTS. Get unlimited internet in Manitoba on all your devices only with MTS. So Nick Green works out of the stretch. I'll check over his shoulder on Josh Mazzola, who leads the league with 10 steals, but you have to wonder if he'll be able to run at full speed after apparently tweaking something on that last infield single. That pitch goes through the legs of Chris Anderson to the backstop, and Mazzola will make it easy to second base. Another wild pitch charged to Nick Green. That's his 2nd of the ball game, and even running towards second base, you could see Mazzola trying to favor that left foot or left ankle. Josh Mazzola now on second. A 1-0 count on Donnie Webb, who's in another RBI situation. Last year for the Rockland Boulders, Donnie Webb was 21 for 46 with 2 outs and men in scoring position, a .457 average. And if you remember during spring training, he had 7 2-out RBIs. He holds the bat high up. Mazzola trying to get as good a lead as possible off second base. The 1-0 to Webb. Curveball popped him up into center field. Moving to his right is Chad Mazingo. Mazingo camping under it, and Mazingo makes the catch. The inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on base. 6 complete here at Shaw Park. It's 2-0 Goldeyes on Jewel 101.
The Stars are coming to Shaw Park this summer as the Winnipeg Goldeyes host the first ever 2-day American Association All-Star celebrations. July 28th and 29th, catch all the action. skills competition, home run derby, parties and autograph sessions, all-star luncheon featuring Fergie Jenkins, and of course, the All-Star Game.
Play ball!
Tickets are on sale now. Get yours before they're gone. Visit Goldeyes.com.
Summer is the season for long family road trips.
Are we there yet?
And if you want to make it there, it's time to go to Cal Tire. Whether you come in for a tire rotation, an alignment, or even a basic oil service, all your visits come with a free mechanical inspection. Get your vehicle ready for high temperatures and heavy use. Talk to Cal at any one of 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
We all know that money doesn't grow on trees, but it sure grows in our branches. At Steinbach Credit Union, you get a great interest rate on any of our savings accounts, right from $1. That's right, no minimum balance here. Add to that a complete range of financial products in our unparalleled service, and that could put a smile on anyone's face. So switch to SCU today and laugh all the way from the bank. Steinbach Credit Union, taking care of the world's most important money, yours.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Top of the 7th inning at Shaw Park, 2-0 in favor of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Nick Green has turned in 6 very strong innings. Lincoln's bullpen is quiet, so it appears that with Nick Green 75 pitches deep through 6, we'll get a shot at the bottom half of the 7th. And a lot of these Saltdogs set up 2, 3, and 4. Trevor Martin, Brian Joint, and Ian Gag. They still get a shot here in this game as we hit the later innings. Chris Salamita, though, has been just phenomenal for Rick Forney and the Goldeyes. The first pitch to Martin, swing and a miss at a fastball, and it's 0-1. Martin's 0 for 2. He's grounded a second and flied out to center field. It has been vintage Chris Salamita here tonight in the second game of this series. Martin, a right-hand batter with a close stance. Left-hander winds. Now the 0-1 pitch. Fastball just outside and low, and it's 1-1. Goldeyes this week brought to you by Boston Pizza. After the game, you can have any of our more than 100 delicious Boston Pizza menu items delivered to your door. Call 925-4111 or do some finger cooking at bostonpizza.com. Salamita throws a changeup low and away. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. The series continues tomorrow. A 6:05 start. Game presented by Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. And the first 300 fans in attendance receive a Shimano fishing rod courtesy of Pro-Am Tackle. 2-1 on Trevor Martin. Allen flashes out the signal. He's going to set up inside. Salamita's pitch. Fastball popped in the air to right field. Jordan Guida drifting over to his left. Guida is under it, and he makes the catch. 1 man down here in the 7th inning, and Salamita now 7 out of 7 tonight in retiring the leadoff hitter. This series and the homestand finishes Sunday afternoon, a 1:30 start. Goldeyes against the Saltdogs. That game presented by Boston Pizza. It'll be the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame game. The Goldeyes will wear replica Elmwood Giants jerseys, and the first 1,000 fans in attendance receive a Goldeyes lunch bag courtesy of Boston Pizza. Brian Joint, the former Goldeye, the only Saltdog to reach base tonight, a 2-out single in the top of the 4th. It came in an 0-2 count. Salamita's pitch, line drive to left center field. Moving over is Sadler, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Sadler touched it. Now Abercrombie backs it up as Joint digs for second base, and Joint will get to second standing up. So that'll bring the tying run on the plate in the form of Ian Gack. It'll be a double to left center for Brian Joint. Only the second hit of the ball game for the Lincoln Saltdogs, and both belong to Joint, who, again, he's only in the 3 spot due to the injury to John Gaston, and he has taken full advantage. Both of the hits for Brian Joint coming on line drives, the single down the right field line in the 4th, and here a double to left center field in the 7th. So Ian Gack stepping in, he gets signed with a 1 swing. Salamita barely over 70 pitches. He's been so efficient tonight, over 6 1/3 innings. And we'll see what he throws here to Gack, who took Salamita deep twice last Sunday. Tonight, Gack is 0 for 2, a ground out to short and a pop out to second. The first pitch, fastball hit in the air towards deep left, cutting across as Sadler reaches over, makes the backhanded catch. And there's 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Joint digs back to second, and Chris Salamita able to retire Ian Gack for a 3rd time tonight. Gack reached over a fastball that was located away, but Gack kind of lunged at it and was able to pull it towards left field. Sadler got a great jump and picks it off with a backhand catch. Now there's 2 outs. Kevin Howard stepping up. Another guy who could tie it with a 1 swing, and he's hit the ball well. Even though he's a left-hand bat, Salamita can often be very tough on left-hand hitters. Howard hit a hard line drive to left center in the second that was caught by Abercrombie, and then he flied out on a hard hit ball to Ray Sadler in the fifth. Left-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. Salamita checks back on Joint. Breaking ball over the inside corner. It's 0-1. 81 miles an hour on the front door slider from Chris Salamita. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Goldeyes. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Lincoln Saltdogs. Now Salamita looks at second, and Joint will move back towards the bag. 5, 9, 14, 16, and $20 tickets for all Goldeyes games are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Calling 1-855-GOLDEYE, visiting Ticketmaster.ca, or visiting any Ticketmaster location, including the box office at Shaw Park. Goldeyes this week brought to you by Boston Pizza. The 0-1 to Howard, hit on the ground toward short. 2 ups, backhanded by Kuhn. He steps in, throws to first, in time to get Howard, and the inning is over. Chris Salamita, with 7 shutout innings here tonight, gets around the 1-out double, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on base. Time to stretch here at Shaw Park. Goldeyes lead 2-0 on Jewel 101.
Nice day. Want a drink?
Yeah, sure. Pass me a Pepsi. Whoa! Do you hear that? Open your Pepsi. Whoa! That was awesome.
Hit it out of the park this summer with the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi. Pepsi, live for now.
Honey, where should I put this?
In the basement.
I don't think there's any room.
Sound familiar? If your home or garage has accumulated more than it can hold, let BFI Canada help. Rent a temporary bin from BFI for a day, a week, or longer. Too much stuff? Then call the Blue. Call BFI Canada to schedule your delivery today. BFI Canada, a Progressive Waste Solutions company.
I'm off to the UPS store.
We don't need anything shipped.
Well, I'm getting our office printing and brochures made up, and I need some name badges and these pages laminated for our training class tomorrow.
At the UPS store?
Yeah, they do everything.
No, really, what are you shipping?
Copy, print, ship, and more at the UPS store. With their digital and wide format printing services as well as in-house graphic design services, they've got all your business needs covered. Big or small, they do it all at the UPS store.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Bottom of the 7th here at Shaw Park. Goldeyes leading 2-0. What a job tonight by Chris Salamita, who will probably get a shot at the top of the 8th. 7 scoreless on 2 hits. He's only thrown 74 pitches. Nick Green goes out for his 7th inning, and Reggie Abercrombie swings over the top of a curveball. It's 0-1. Abercrombie, Allen, and Pineda 6, 7, and 8 up. Reggie 0 for 2. He's flied to right and grounded into a double play. Goldeyes only runs tonight. 1 in the first and 1 in the 4th. Abercrombie swings and fouls it to the right side. It's 0-2. In the first, it was a Jake Blackwood RBI double. 2 batters into the inning that drove home Tyler Kuhn. Donnie Webb with the other RBI. A single to right that chased home Ray Sadler in the 4th. 0-2 on Reggie Abercrombie. Green delivers. Curveball low and outside. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Salamita has allowed just 2 base runners through 7 complete innings. Both belong to Brian Joint, a single in the 4th and a double in the top of this inning. Take another look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. Green's 1-2 to Abercrombie. Curveball checked his swing. It's taken down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We now have an update from Newman Outdoor Field. Appears they had a later start. Fargo 2, Sioux City 0, last of the 3rd. In North Dakota. The 2-2 pitch. Abercrombie swings, hits it in the air to shallow right. Out goes Martin. In comes the right fielder, Joint, and Joint makes the play. 1 away in the bottom half of the 7th. The New Jersey Jackals hang on for a 2-1 victory over the St. Paul Saints at Yogi Berra Stadium in the opener of that series. The Saints continue their trip in the Can-Am League, and well, this is noteworthy. That game ended on a apparent walk-off. The Saints tied it at 1 in the top of the 9th, and the Jackals would score 1 in the bottom half. The first pitch on the way to Luis Allen. Big swing and a miss at a breaking ball low. It's 0-1. Luis 1 for 2. He grounded out to 3rd, and then doubled down the left field line, leading off the 5th. But Green did a good job to prevent Allen from coming around to score. The Amarillo Sox lead the Grand Prairie Airhawks 3-1. Top of the 5th at Amarillo National Bank Sox Stadium. Allen swings, grounds one towards short. Fielded by Mike Gilmartin. Tossed to first in time to get Luis. And there's 2 away here in the bottom half of the 7th. In the top of the 6th at Sioux Falls Stadium, the Kansas City T-Bones lead the Sioux Falls Canaries 4-2. The Gary South Shore Railcats have a 2-0 lead over the Wichita Wingnuts in the top of the 6th at Lawrence Dumont Stadium. And we still do not have an update from Laredo, Texas. The Lemurs were set to host Les Aigues of Trois-Rivières at Unitrade Stadium, a scheduled 7:30 start. Here's Ryan Pineda, a right-hand batter, fouls one straight back, a good rip. And the count, no balls and 1 strike. Pineda ground out to second in the 2nd inning. A ground out to shortstop in the 5th. Here in Winnipeg, it's 2-0 Goldeyes in the bottom half of the 7th. The great pitchers duel tonight between Chris Salamita and Nick Green, who are matching up for a second time this week. The 0-1 pitch. Slider misses just outside. Not a bad pitch by Green, and it's now 1-1. Neither pitcher has allowed a free pass in the ball game. The pitch to Pineda, and it's on the inside half. Looked like a changeup, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Salamita, just 2 hits, and he has struck out 3. Green, 2 earned runs. He has scattered 7 hits and has 1 strikeout. Pineda wide stance from the right side of the plate, and time called for at the last second by the home plate umpire, Anthony Sheets. Saltdogs still have a fighting chance, especially if they can manage to get Ian Gack to the plate one more time. The 1-2 to Pineda. Curveball popped in the air, shallow right. Gack going out. In comes Brian Joint towards the line. Joint there. Makes the 2-handed catch. And the Goldeyes are down 1-2-3 in the last of the 7th. Nothing across for Winnipeg, and at the end of 7 in this pitcher's duel at Shaw Park, it's the Goldeyes 2 and the Saltdogs nothing on Jewel 101.
Most days, you can predict what life's going to throw at you.
He's 2 for 2 at bat so far today.
But every once in a while...
Strike! Oh, he did not see that coming.
When life throws you a curveball, Ranger Insurance will protect what's important to you. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, they have a plan that fits your needs. Ranger Insurance, putting relationships first. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
I'm Larry McIntosh from Peak of the Market. Lights, camera, action. Attention kids 6 to 12. Now is your chance to be in a TV commercial. On Saturday, May 31st at Center Court of Polo Park Shopping Center, kids 6 to 12 years old can take a screen test with me. 4 kids will be picked to be in a Peak of the Market TV commercial this summer. Every child who auditions will receive a copy of their screen test. For complete details, including the script for the audition, please visit peakmarket.com.
What should we bring to the lake for dinner tonight?
Something easy that we can throw in the cooler.
Turkey.
Granny's Poultry introduces their seasoned boneless turkey breast.
Sounds good.
Really good.
Pick up a Granny's frozen seasoned boneless turkey breast from your neighborhood grocery store. Throw it in the cooler, and by the time you get to the lake, it's barbecue ready. Granny's Poultry, your local poultry farmer's own cooperative. To find a retailer or for simply delicious recipes, visit grannys.ca. Granny's, good-natured.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Top of the 8th inning here at Shaw Park. Still short of 9 o'clock. Chris Salamita outstanding. 7 2-hit shutout frames. He's only thrown 74 pitches. And he will start the top of the 8th. He'll face 6, 7, and 8. Matt Forgatch, Mike Gilmartin, and Eddie Young. Forgatch is 0 for 2. He took a called third strike from Salamita in the 2nd. Then had a broken bat soft line drive caught by Tyler Kuhn in the top half of the 5th. A right-handed batter with excellent speed. A threat to lay down a bunt. Goldeyes corners are playing back. Salamita's first pitch, and it's a fastball taken low, 86 miles an hour. The count is 1 ball and no strikes. It has all been about command tonight for Chris Salamita, who has always had great control, especially in his time with the Goldeyes. The 1-0 pitch, fastball taken just low. And it's now 2 balls and no strikes. He didn't walk a batter in the start on Sunday against Lincoln in the victory. He has not walked a batter yet here tonight. And entering this start, Salamita has walked 2 or fewer in 61 of his 74 lifetime starts in a Goldeyes uniform. The pitch, swinging a high pop fly right field side in a foul ground. Mazzola drifting over, and then a land around 10 rows back. It's now 2 balls and a strike. That's 82% of the starts made by Chris Salamita since 2010 when he first joined the Winnipeg Goldeyes. he has walked 2 or fewer batters. Giving himself a chance almost every time he has taken the ball. Rick Forney with very high praise for Salamita's ability to compete from pitch to pitch, batter to batter. Here's the 2-1. Fastball outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Even on nights where Salamita doesn't have his best stuff or things may not be going the way he would like behind him, he'll never give up. Tonight, almost everything has gone right for Salamita. The 3-1 pitch. Line shot towards left center. That'll drop down for a base hit. Abercrombie to his right to cut it off. A clean single to left center for Matt Forgatch. And the first time in 8 innings that the Saltdogs have put the leadoff hitter on base. So Forgatch is on board. Right now the Goldeyes bullpen quiet. Again, it figures Salamita's still got some left in the tank. Even after that base hit from Matt Forgatch, Salamita is only at 79 pitches. Mike Gilmartin at the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to first and lined out to Reggie Abercrombie in shallow center. Forgatch a threat to run. Last season, Matt Forgatch 34 of 40 in stolen bases. He is 4 for 5 this year. Fastball taken low and away, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Luis Allen pops out of the crouch, offers some words of encouragement for the 30-year-old lefty. Meanwhile, Winnipeg gets some action warming up inside of the bullpen. It looks like the righty Taylor Suet is warming up down the left field line. Infield looks for a double play. Gilmartin pretty good speed. Salamita from a high set. Hasn't worked much out of the stretch in tonight's game. The pitch. Fastball misses just high and inside, 88 miles an hour, and the count goes to 2-0. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Goldeyes. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Saltdogs. Forgatch, a very fast runner. He's not getting much of a lead over at first. Salamita has an excellent pickoff move. The 2-0 pitch drops down, swing and a miss. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Looked like Salamita kind of short-armed that last fastball. And it caught Mike Gilmartin off guard. So Salamita back into the count at 2 balls and a strike. Eddie Young, another lefty, is on deck. Suet continues to warm up inside the Goldeyes bullpen. A runner on first and no one down. Gilmartin does represent the tying run at the plate. He had 7 homers last year. As Salamita tosses to first and Forgatch dives back ahead of the tag from Josh Mazzola. Gilmartin played in the Nationals organization for High A Potomac in the Carolina League. Then he spent time with 2 Cincinnati Reds affiliates, Bakersfield in the California League High A and Pensacola in the Southern League Double A. The 2-1 pitch hit foul off to the left side, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trades and transactions brought to you by Prairie Safety Surfacing. Bounces like rubber, wears like a rock. Prairie Safety Surfacing, your authorized rubber rock dealer for Manitoba. Visit them at prairiesafetysurfacing.com. Only 1 listed transaction today in the American Association, but a big one. The Sioux Falls Canaries have signed infielder A.J. Kirby Jones, whom they had during training camp. His contract was purchased by the Atlanta Braves. And now Jones back with the Canaries. Huge bat. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a chopper up the middle. Charging in the shortstop, Kuhn. He has to backhand. Hurries the throw to first, and it's just in time to get Mike Gilmartin, who trips over the bag, and hope that he's okay. Gilmartin gets up under his own power. He'll head back to the dugout. That'll move Matt Forgatch to second. 1 away here in the top half of the 8th inning. That was hit too high and too slow for the Goldeyes to try and get a double play, so Kuhn charged in. He was going to go to first the whole time. Made the strong throw. Mazzola had a very good stretch. And it looked like Gilmartin just kind of lost his footing. And glad to see that he suffered no ill effects. Runner on second, 1 man down. Eddie Young now stepping in, still representing the tying run at the plate. Now Brendan Lafferty, the left-hander, starts to warm up. So both Suet and Lafferty getting ready. Left-hand pitcher, left-hand batter with the Goldeyes leading 2-0 here in the top half of the 8th. Salamita's first pitch. Fastball grounded towards short. Reaching down, Cooney fields. Sidearm throw to first, a wide throw. Mazzola stretches though behind the bag, and he keeps his foot on first base. And Eddie Young retired in the first pitch. So now there's 2 men down. Forgatch advances to third base. Chris Anderson stepping to the plate. Hit a home run last night. Rick Forney is going to come out of the dugout for the first time in tonight's contest. Salamita is under 90 pitches, and we'll see if he gets the opportunity to get through 8 shutout. He's got Lafferty and Suet in the bullpen. Suet would be the matchup here against the right-hand batting Chris Anderson. You know, Salamita wants to not only get through this inning, but wants to try and finish this thing off. He gets a pat on the back from Rick Forney, and Salamita will get the shot at Chris Anderson. So Rick Forney sticks with his stalwart left-hander, Chris Salamita, with a runner on third and 2 away. It was a very quick conversation. Sewin and Lafferty ready if needed. Anderson tonight is 0 for 2. He has struck out swinging and flied out to shallow right field. The home run that he hit last night came against Brendan Lafferty in the 8th inning. And it came right after the Goldeyes got a big defensive play from Josh Mazzola on a sharp ground ball towards first base. Anderson stands deep in the box. Salamita, he will work out of the stretch with a runner on third and 2 outs in the top of the 8th. The left-hander brings the hands to a high set. And now will step back of the rubber, look for a new set of signs here from Luis Allen. It's the first time in the entire contest that Lincoln has had a runner past second base. And Forgatch still represents only the 3rd Saltdogs base runner overall. But Anderson gets side here with a 1 swing. Allen sets up in. And Salamita delivers. Fastball just low and inside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Salamita's had command. It really hasn't had to throw many changeups. He spotted that 2-seam fastball and the great slider. On deck, a left-hand hitter in Chad Mazingo. Goldeyes ahead by 2 in the 8th. Still plenty of daylight left here at Shaw Park. The 1-0. Breaking ball misses inside. And it's now 2 balls and no strikes. Lincoln, 2 players on their bench. Not sure if John Gaston is available in any capacity. The other bench player is backup catcher Tyler Smith, who is a right-hand hitter. Matt Forgatch led off this inning. Hit a single to left center on a hard line drive. Took second on a ground ball from Michael Martin. Took third on a ground ball from Eddie Young. The 2-0 pitch to Anderson on the outside corner. That looked like a changeup from Chris Salamita. 85 miles an hour, a couple ticks below where his fastball has sat most of the night. So the count goes to 2-1. When he played in the Frontier League 2 seasons ago, Anderson had solid numbers against left-hand pitching, 5 for 17, a 294 average. This year, Chris Anderson is 7 for 12 against lefties, sitting 583, including last night's homer. 2 balls and 1 strike with a runner on third and 2 outs. Outfield shading Anderson well towards left field, especially Abercrombie in center. A long look by Salamita. Now he's got the sign he likes. Allen setting up a way in. Salamita holds the set. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses in. And it's now 3 balls and a strike on the catcher, Chris Anderson. So we'll see what Salamita throws here. If he comes back inside or tries to work away. He's got the entire field with which to try and get it out. There's 2 down. No chance at a sac fly or anything of that sort with Forgatch on third base. And Anderson is the tying run in the box. Salamita is ready. Now Allen sets up off the plate outside. The 3-1 pitch on the outside corner. He got the call from Anthony Sheets. A perfect pitch right at the knees. And it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. This is only the 3rd 3-ball count that Chris Salamita has faced all night. Chris Anderson, the 27th Saltdogs hitter in the game. Left-hand pitcher, right-hand batter. 2-0 Winnipeg in the 8th inning. Forgatch a short lead on third. The crowd begins to clap in support of Chris Salamita. 3-2 pitch, fouled straight back. Good rip at a slider at 80 miles an hour, and a good job by Salamita not to give in with a fastball there. He went to that great breaking pitch, and you credit Anderson for fouling off. So it's still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Anderson is prone to the strikeout. He fanned 39 times last year in 29 contests, but good power to the pull side. Again, the crowd trying to lift Chris Salamita to another out. Winnipeg 2, Lincoln nothing in the top of the 8th. Another 3-2 pitch, low and inside, ball 4. Missed with a fastball. And that'll put the tying run on first. So Lafferty and Suet are still ready. A left-hand batter is coming up in Chad Mazingo. So we'll see if Salamita gets to face the lefty or if Rick Forney will go to the pen. And it looks like Salamita will stay on. Mazingo is 0 for 3. He is fly to center, taking a called third strike, and flied out to left field. Anderson not a fast runner. So no guarantee that he could score the tying run on something down the lines or into the gaps. And again, all three Goldeyes outfielders have strong arms. Sadler in left, Abercrombie in center, and Gaida in right. The go-ahead run is at the plate. Chad Mazinga holds the bat high up. And Salamina from the stretch. Check swing went around, tied him up with a high fastball at 89 miles an hour. So the count is no balls and a 1 strike. That walk drawn by Chris Anderson. The first issued by Salamina since the start last week in Laredo. And it's the first walk issued by either pitcher in tonight's game. The Goldeyes lead 2-0 in the top of the 8th. We are just now past 9 o'clock. Left-hander against left-hander. And the 0-1 pitch. Slider right down the middle. It's 0-2. Tel Mazinga uncomfortable looking at that pitch out of the hand of Chris Salamina. And Salamina in a good position here in 0-2. He has struck out 3, including Mazinga back in the 4th inning. Matt Forgatch is on third. Chris Anderson a short lead. He's the tying run at first, held by Josh Mazzola. Allen sets up outside. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a foul tip. He just got a piece as it rolls in front of the left-hand batter's box. So the count still no balls and 2 strikes. Chris Salamina second all-time in Goldeyes history are 350 strikeouts, including his 3 in this start. 30 back of Ace Walker for the franchise record. Salamina steps back on the hill, third base side of the rubber. Again, Allen sets up away. From the stretch. Another 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball past the mound. Moving in front, Jake Blackwood flips to second in time to force out Anderson. And the inning is over. Chris Salamina completes 8 shutout innings in his first home start of 2014. He strands the tying runs on base. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left on middle of the 8th at Shaw Park. It's the Goldeyes 2 and the Saltdogs nothing on Jewel 101.
The only thing better than taking in a Goldeyes game is taking to the water. Now you have a chance to breeze across the lake in your very own Alumacraft boat. At select Goldeyes home games, swing by the promenade before the game and enter to win a V16 Series Alumacraft boat complete with a trailer and a 25 horsepower motor, courtesy of Alumacraft and the Winnipeg Goldeyes. The winner will be drawn during the last series of the regular season. Can't wait? Purchase your Alumacraft boat at Girton Marine in Winnipeg.
This is Goldeyes Baseball on 100.7 CFJL, Jewel 101, Winnipeg.
You have a mission. Make summer yours. Master the lawn, own the barbecue, and make the yard into your own private kingdom. And you'll find everything you need to complete this mission at Rona, your destination for all home improvement and renovation needs. Building materials, barbecues, lawnmowers, patio furniture. The only thing you need is imagination and a little know-how. And if you need help in that department, the experts at Rona are available to give you the best tips on your home improvement projects. Rona Home and Garden. What's your next project? Visit Rona.ca.
Going on vacation can be exciting.
Woo! Bon voyage, Winnipeg!
But when you're miles away from Winnipeg, the last thing you want to worry about is the security of your home. That's why Commissionaires Manitoba offers a house watch service. They'll do an interior and exterior patrol of your property, bring in your mail, remove snow from your car, even water your plants. Don't leave your house to chance. Leave it to the Commissionaires. Go to commissionaires.mb.ca.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on Jewel 101.
Bottom of the 8th inning at Shaw Park. Goldeyes lead 2-0. What a job tonight by Chris Salamina. 8 shutout innings as Jordan Gaida grounds one in front of short. Gilmartin charges, reaches down. He's got it. Throws off balance to first. A nice play by Mike Gilmartin, the shortstop. And Jordan Gaida retired. Nick Green has gone out for the bottom of the 8th. That was only his 87th pitch of the night. He's got a chance to get credit for a complete game, either in a loss or if the Lincoln Saltdogs mount a comeback in the 9th. He has 6 career complete games. The last coming on July 15th of 2012, pitching for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs that came at Sugarland in Texas. Fastball taken high by Tyler Kuhn. 1 ball and 0 strikes. Kuhn has helped produce one of the runs tonight. Led off the first with a single and came home in the double by Jake Blackwood. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at a changeup down low. It's 1 ball and a 1 strike. Salamina, 8 shutout. He's thrown 96 pitches. 3 base hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Chris Kissick is now warming up. inside of the Goldeyes bullpen. We'll see if Salamine is finished as Kuhn drives one deep towards right center field. Going over, it's joint with Mazingo. Won't get it. That'll drop in for a base hit as it bounces towards the track. Kuhn into second. He rounds second, is going to try for three. The relay throw by Martin won't be in time, and Kuhn slides at a third with a triple. Tyler Kuhn rips a triple to right center field, his second in as many nights, and with 2 hits in this game, Tyler Kuhn picks up his 10th multi-hit contest already in 2014. And a great opportunity for the Goldeyes to get another run here in the 8th. 2, 3, and 4 to up for the Saltdogs in the 9th inning. Martin Joint and Ian Gack. Jake Blackwood steps up. He's driven in Kuhn once already tonight. 1 for 3, an RBI double that came back in the first. He has also fly to left and fly to center. Saltdogs bring the infield in at all 4 positions. Kuhn with plenty of speed to score in a medium fly ball. Green from the stretch, and Blackwood takes that big curveball down low. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Ken Oberkfell placing faith here in Nick Green. His bullpen is completely silent right now. Kissick is still warming up in the Goldeyes pit. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Goldeyes. No runs, just 3 hits, and no errors for the Saltdogs. We're in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Green comes in off the first base side of the rubber. And the 1-0 pitch. Blackwood swings, hits it high in the air, foul to the right side. That'll reach the seats. And the count is 1-1. Blackwood now tied for the team lead with Ray Sadler, 13 RBIs, including his double tonight in the bottom half of the first inning. A .311 hitter last year with runners in scoring position for the San Antonio Missions, helping the Padres AA affiliate win the championship. Blackwood swings, slices it down the right field line. Moving over, Brian Joint reaches out, makes the catch. Kuhn will tag. He'll score easily from third base. Kuhn scores standing up. It's a sacrifice fly and a run batted in for Jake Blackwood. And the Goldeyes lead 3-0 in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Jake Blackwood smacked one down the right field line. Brian Joint made a very nice running catch. He crossed into foul territory, but it was deep enough to begin with. And with Joint's momentum carrying him away from home play, there was no shot at getting Tyler Kuhn. So a productive out for Jake Blackwood, his 2nd RBI of the night and his 14th of the season. 2 outs and nobody on base. And that'll bring up Ray Sadler's 2 for 3. He swings, taps one out towards first, a fair ball. Ian Gack reaches down, he's got it. He'll take it to first base himself, and that'll retire the side. But the Goldeyes get a huge insurance run. There was 1 run on 1 hit, nobody left on base. 8 complete here at Shaw Park. We'll go to the 9th. Last chance for Lincoln. It's 3-0 Goldeyes here on Jewel 101.
When's the last time your bank gave you a great big kiss when you walked through the door?
Excuse me?
That's what they do at Sonova Credit Union. Their DOG, Director of Greetings, is a St. Bernard who welcomes all members.
Wow, can he schedule appointments too?
No need. At Sonova, you don't need an appointment, ever. Drop by whenever works for you. Bank brighter with Sonova Credit Union at one of their 11 branches throughout Manitoba, with convenient 7 days a week service in Winnipeg.
Princess Auto is for the real men. Men who like to get their hands dirty. Men who like to work from the ground up and use the best tools and equipment for the job. Real do-it-yourself men who know an air filter from a fuel pump. Men who walk into Princess Auto and feel like a kid in a candy store. Princess Auto. Everything a man needs to get the job done right. A unique world of equipment, tools, and more. Visit PrincessAuto.com for sales, specials, and more.
Boys never outgrow their need for toys. The toys just get bigger. Metro Center, Winnipeg store for all things trailer, can help you take your toys anywhere you want to go. Trailers, parts, hitches, Metro Center has it all. Plus, you'll earn Air Miles reward miles with every purchase. Over 4,000 square feet of trailer parts, truck accessories, online ordering, knowledgeable staff, trailer service. Everything you need to haul your toys is at your Winnipeg trailer store. Metro Center, 620 Nairn. Visit metrotrailers.ca.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Top of the 9th inning here at Shaw Park. Goldeyes scratch out a big insurance run in the bottom of the 8th. They now lead 3-0. A Tyler Kuhn triple and a Jake Blackwood sacrifice fly. Another right-hander, Chris Kissick, will look for his 5th save of the year. 0-0 in 8 appearances, 4 saves. He has not given up a run in 9 2/3 innings. 5 hits, 5 walks, 9 strikeouts. Opponents hitting just 156 against Chris Kissick. And now making his 9th appearance of the season. That'll tie him with Amarillo's Kellen Moen for the most in the American Association. Chris Kissick, 6'4", 185 pounds, 29 years old, from Trail, British Columbia, and he throws a fastball to Trevor Martin at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. Martin, Joint, and Gack 2, 3, and 4, so Lincoln will have a fighting chance here in the 9th inning. Kissick is trying to close it out for Chris Alameda, who is brilliant for 8 innings. Splitter taken low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Mentioned that Kissick has 4 saves already this year. 3 of them against the Saltdogs, 2 last weekend in Nebraska, and he saved last night's 8-5 victory. The 1-1 pitch. High and outside with a slider. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Kissick has been terrific, just as he was throughout 2013 when he appeared in 50 games. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Winnipeg. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for Lincoln. Martin is 0 for 3. The pitch. Ground ball the other way. That's a base hit through to right field. So Trevor Martin on a fastball a little bit high and over the outside half of the plate, able to hit that between first and second. Lincoln needs to get another base runner to bring the tying run in the box. Brian Joyne, who has 2 hits in this ball game, a single in the 4th and a double to left center in the 7th, will step up. Trevor Martin is good speed. He's on first base. The final line on Chris Alameda, who has a chance to get a win. 8 scoreless innings on 3 hits. 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. He got the leadoff man in 7 of the 8 innings that he started, and threw 96 pitches. Fastball on the inside half, 87 miles an hour. Kissick coming right after Brian Joynt. It's no balls and 1 strike. Joynt will try and do everything possible to fight his way on base to allow Ian Gack to hit as the tying run, something he couldn't do last night in the 9th inning. Splitter into the knees for a strike. Kissick so good at locating that split finger fastball. It's 0-2 now on Brian Joynt. That is probably 90% of the time a pitcher going to bury and try to get a swing and miss, whether it's with 2 strikes or earlier in the count. But Kissick can throw it for a strike when he needs to. Another splitter that's taken low and away, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Talked last weekend, the split-fingered fastball, which looks like a fastball out of the hands but tumbles and then drops as it approaches home plate, that was really brought to prominence by Bruce Suter, a former longtime teammate of Saltdogs manager Ken Obergefell. Fastball just outside, 2-2. 90 miles an hour from Chris Kissick, and that has been a strike for most of the night by home plate umpire Anthony Sheets. But it is now 2-2 in the right fielder, Brian Joynt. Goldeyes lead 3-0 here in the top half of the 9th. Martin on first and nobody out. Allen sets up away. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the left side that'll bleed through for a base hit. Trevor Martin stops at second. Brian Joynt reached out over the plate, and he bounces one between Ryan Pineda and Tyler Kuhn. So back-to-back singles to start the top of the 9th, and well, Lincoln will get a shot here. Ian Gack will step to the plate as the potential tying run. He's 0 for 3. He grounded a shortstop in the 2nd, popped to second base in the 4th, had his best swing of the night in the 7th inning, reached out and yanked a line drive to left that was caught by Ray Sadler on the move. Nowhere to put him here. He's the tying run at the plate. Gack over the last 2 seasons, 7 home runs and 17 RBIs in just 12 games head-to-head against the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Kissick will try and get out of a first and second no-out jam. Brian Joynt is now 3 for 4 in this contest, and he is now 13 for 34 in his last 9 games. The Saltdogs get some action in their bullpen in case they're at least able to tie things up. Nick Green was outstanding for 8. If Winnipeg wins, Green would still get credit for a complete game in the loss. Kissick trying to get 3 outs, though. Lincoln has put the first 2 runners on base. The pitch, swinging a bouncer foul. Looked like it came off Luis Allen's mask. And it's no balls and 1 strike. So Gack was ready to hit. Gets tied here with a 1 swing. 7 lifetime homers against the Goldeyes, including 2 last Sunday. Outfield extremely deep in a step to left. And boy, how big is that extra run the Goldeyes scored in the 8th look now. A triple by Kuhn and a Jake Blackwood sacrifice fly. Right now, it'd still take a home run to tie it for the Saltdogs. Runners lead first and second base. Kissick delivers. Fastball low, and it's 1-1 strike. This is the third time in the season series that Chris Kissick has faced Ian Gack. Gack works deep in the box. On second base is Trevor Martin. Brian Joint is on first with no one down. The right-hander is ready. And the 1-1 pitch. Line drive down the right field line. This ball's going to drop in fair for a base hit and roll towards the corner. Martin around third. He's going to score. Ken Oberkfell waving Brian Joint to the plate. Joint will score, and pulling in at second with a 2-run double is Ian Gack. And the Saltdogs have cut the lead of 3-2 here in the top half of the ninth. And they now have the tying run on second with nobody out. So Ian Gack generally looking to pull the ball at a good approach there. He waited for that ball to get deep, and he hits it hard on a line drive, just fair to the right field line. He brings home Martin and Joint. Goldeyes still lead, and now we'll see how Ken Oberkfell plays this inning. Gack is not a fast runner on second base. See if he asks Kevin Howard to bunt. The Goldeyes are going to try and protect against it. Mazzola plays in at first. Pineda's about halfway at third. Howard 0 for 3, but he's hit the ball hard a couple of times. Tying run at second and no one down. Kissick comes set. And the first pitch to Howard. Line shot towards center field. Coming on is Abercrombie, reaching forward. That'll fall in for a base hit. Gack will have to hold it third, and now it's kicked away. Blackwood's got it. Here's a throw to the plate. Cut off by Mazzola. Into scores Gack to tie the game. And safe at first is Kevin Howard. Kevin Howard blooped one in the air to shallow center field. Gack was going to stop at third. Abercrombie did a good job at Deacon, but then the ball got kicked. So it'll be a single and then an error charge to the second baseman, Jake Blackwood, who was going out to try and catch that short fly ball. So no RBI for Kevin Howard, but the tying run does come across, and there's still nobody out here in the ninth inning. Now we'll see if Matt Forgatch is asked to bunt. 4 straight hits to begin the top half of the ninth. As of right now, that is an unearned run. Forgatch 1 out of 3. So Lincoln stunning Winnipeg here in the top of the ninth. And a fastball on the outside half, the count, no balls and a strike. Goldeyes get Brennan Lafferty warming up again inside the pen. And unfortunately, Chris Alameda will take a no decision after the 8th scoreless. Now Lincoln has to get a pitcher warming up. We will play the bottom of the ninth one way or another. Forgatch, a right-handed batter. And Kissick delivers. Fastball high and away, and it's now 1-1. It started with a single through the right side by Trevor Martin. Brian Joint on 2-2, then had the weak grounder through the left side. Ian Gack tied it with a double into the right field corner. He cut the lead at 3-2, and then Kevin Howard tied it on the blooper to center field. Toss over to first, and Howard gets back standing up. We've talked about it over the last week. Howard has good speed for a bigger guy and a third baseman. He is 2 for 2 in steals here in 2014. It appears a left-hander is warming up, Connor Spink, in the Lincoln bullpen. Right-hander against right-hander. The 1-1 pitch. Splitter taken low and outside. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, no RBI for Kevin Howard. Ian Gack was stopping at third. And they have charged an error to Jake Blackwood on the ball that got kicked there in shallow center field. 3-3 top of the ninth. The pitch. High fly ball the other way, and that'll twist foul. And the count goes to 2-2. Mike Gilmartin, a left-hand batter, is waiting on deck. It's 3 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Lincoln Saltdogs. So Kissick now trying to keep this tied and give the Goldeyes a chance to win it in the bottom half. Outfield deep in a step to left against Matt Forgatch. A speedy guy, but he's got some pop. Breaking ball chopped along the third baseline. It's a foul ball. And the count is still 2-2. Well, this means Nick Green is off the hook. It appears he will be finished after 8 innings. And both Green and Chris Alameda will take a no decision in Game 2 of this 4-game series. Kevin Howard, the go-ahead run, he's on first base, not getting much of a lead. Middle infield set for 2. Pineda guarding the line at third, in the outfield, not quite no doubles defense. Swinging a ground ball left side, diving stop by Pineda, drops for a second, throws to second base, and it is just in time to force out Howard. There was a collision. Now we've got to hope that Jake Blackwood's all right. Kevin Howard came in with a hard slide. Pineda had a fire from his knees. Blackwood reached towards the pitcher's mound with his foot on the bag and got taken out by Kevin Howard. It looks like Blackwood's all right, still a bit shaken up. Meanwhile, Rick Forney's going to come out with the left hand batting. Mike Gilmartin coming up and Eddie Young to follow. It looks like Forney will go to Brendan Lafferty. So the go-ahead run is on first. There's one away, 3-3 here in the ninth. Back with a pitching change after this here on Jewel 101.
Save on your next energy bill with helpful tips from Manitoba Hydro. Even small changes can make a big impact on the environment. Install dimmer switches on the lights you use most often to control exactly how much light and electricity you use. Unplug your cell phone chargers once they finish charging. Chargers continue to draw energy even after your device is fully charged. And whenever possible, use cold water for laundry. For more ways to conserve energy, visit hydro.mb.ca.
Support your own, the Goldeyes. And Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark and the fan-favorite Fort Garry Pale, both of which are available at Shaw Park, so cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
This pitching change is brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. Call 452-0909. Left-hander Brendan Lafferty takes over for Chris Kissick. With Mike Gilmartin and Eddie Young, the next two scheduled hitters, both left-handed bats. Brendan Lafferty makes his 9th appearance of the year, and that'll tie him with Kissick and Kellen Moen of Amarillo for most in the league. Lafferty is 0-0 with no saves, a 1.35 ERA, 6 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .208 this year against Brendan Lafferty. 6'4", 185 pounds. He turned 28 years old 3 days ago, originally from Riverside, California. He inherits Matt Forgach on first, who is certainly a threat to steal. He represents the go-ahead run. Lincoln has rallied for 3 to tie it here in the ninth. And they are trying to take their first lead of this ball game. So Lafferty will face Mike Gilmartin. He's 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a short line out to center field. Gilmartin, a left-handed batter, and again, Forgach a threat to go. He's held by Josh Mazzola at first. Lafferty's got a good move. And Lafferty will come set first base side of the rubber. 3-3, top of the ninth inning. And the first pitch. Fastball popped him up foul to the left side. It's 0-1. A huge play by Ryan Pineda. Forgach had a sharp grounder to the left. Pineda dove to his left. He knocked it down, picked the ball up with his bare hand. And they were just able to force out Kevin Howard at second. And you tip your hat to Jake Blackwood, who had his blind side exposed to Howard, who was bearing down. Blackwood got taken out, but he seems to be okay. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider off the plate. And it's 0-2. Kissick goes a third of an inning. 3 runs, 2 are earned. 4 hits, no walks, no strikeouts through 19 pitches. He's responsible for Matt Forgach on first base. 3-3 here in the top of the ninth. Connor Spink continues to warm up for the Saltdogs in their bullpen. Lafferty set above the belt. The runner goes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Called strike 3. Throw to second base. Kuhn's tag is not in time. It was a good pitch to run on an 0-2. Lafferty threw a breaking ball for a called strike 3 and Mike Gilmartin. Now there's 2 men down. Forgach got a good jump on the off-speed pitch. And he is safe at second. The go-ahead run with his 5th steal in 6 tries this season. So Lafferty gets a big second out. Chris Kissick has been so good this season. These are the first runs that he's allowed in 2014. A couple of ground ball hits set the table, and Ian Gack seems to hit everybody. Came up with a big 2-run double. So you really can't fault Chris Kissick here in the top of the ninth. It's Eddie Young now at the plate, a left-hand batter with Forgach on second. The first pitch, he swings and lifts it foul off to the left side, 0-1. Goldeyes trying their best to protect against a play at the plate, but with 2 outs and Forgach's speed, it'll be tough to try and throw him out here on a single to the outfield. Sadler in left, Abercrombie in center, Gaida in right. They've all got good arms. Eddie Young tonight is 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out to short. The 0-1 pitch. Slider taken just low and outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. The go-ahead run is on second. Lincoln coming into this inning held to just 3 hits all night. They've managed to collect 4 here in this inning alone. Lafferty hangs the left arm down to the side as he picks up the signal from Luis Allen, who will set up away. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Young on the inside corner. Big breaking slider, and it's now a ball and 2 strikes. Lafferty rung up Gil Martin on 3 pitches. He's ahead 1-2 on Eddie Young. Chris Anderson, a right-hand batter, is waiting on deck. Remember, Anderson hit the homer against Lafferty last night. Outfield shallow and a few steps the other way against the rookie DH. Young crowds the plate. Lafferty is set. The 1-2 pitch, slider outside, 81 miles an hour, and the count goes to 2-2. Goldeyes, 3 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. The Saltdogs, 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. In the bottom of this inning, Winnipeg will send up the middle of the order, Mazzola, Webb, and Abercrombie. Hoping it'll be tied, and they'll need just 1 run to try and win it. Now a righty is warming up in the Saltdogs bullpen. Lafferty comes set. Forgatch getting a big lead at second base. 2-2 pitch, check swing, and it's an off-speed pitch down low, 3-2. Good patience here by the young hitter Eddie Young. He's laid off a couple of tough pitches here from Brennan Lafferty. Anderson, a right-hand batter on deck. Runner on second and 2 away in the top half of the 9th. Lincoln has scored 3 to tie the game. Young waves the bat back and forth. Allen sets up outside. The 3-2 pitch, fastball outside and low ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second. And for a second straight night, Chris Anderson will get a chance here late against Brennan Lafferty. In the 8th inning of last night's contest, with the bases empty and 1 down, Anderson hit his first homer of the year to left center field. Coming in a fastball from Lafferty on a 3-1 count. And he's got a chance to deliver the lead in the top of the 9th inning. Forgatch on second. Young's got some speed. He's on first. Tonight, Anderson is 0 for 2 with a walk, a strikeout, and a fly out to right field. Now the outfield has to drop back a few steps. Lafferty from the stretch. Little looper towards the right field line. Coming on Jordan Guida. Guida reaches forward. Can't get it. He plays on the hop. Around third is Forgatch. He'll score the go-ahead run. It's an RBI bloop single to right for Chris Anderson. And Lincoln leads for the first time tonight at 4-3. Anderson didn't hit it hard, but he got enough to loop that down the right field line. Jordan Guida came hustling in. He made a diving attempt and ended up picking that on a very short hop. And Matt Forgatch scores the 4th run here in the top half of the 9th. And the Saltdogs lead 4-3. Now it's 1st and 3rd and 2 outs. And Chad Mazinga will be the 9th man up here in the top of the 9th. Tonight he's 0 for 4. But imagine that it's Marshall Schuler, the closer, that is warming up right now for the Lincoln Saltdogs. Eddie Young went 1st to 3rd on that blue base hit, so it's runners on the corners and 2 men down. Mazingo crowds the plate for the left side on Lafferty's first pitch. He has a fastball missing just in. It's 1 ball and no strikes. That final run scored by Matt Forgatch, that is charged to the line of Chris Kissick. Lafferty is responsible for Young on 3rd and Anderson on 1st. Now the Goldeyes get another righty warming up in the pen. Fastball outside, 90 miles an hour, and it's 2-0. Trevor Martin, who opened this inning with a single through the right side, is waiting on deck. Hits are now even at 8, and Lincoln leads 4-3. Outfield playing Mazingo medium depth and a couple steps the other way. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball high, and it's now 3-0. I believe that is Taylor Seward is warming up down the left field line. He was warming up earlier in the ball game. And take that back, it is actually Kyle Bellamy who worked last night. 3-0 the count here on Chad Mazingo. Lafferty delivers. Fastball low, ball 4, and that'll lower the bases. So Lincoln stretches the inning to a 10th hitter. And now the bases are full with 2 down. Trevor Martin on a 2-1 count facing Chris Kissick, starting this top half of the 9th. Hit a sharp single between 1st and 2nd base. He would eventually come around on the double down the right field line from Ian Gack. Rick Forney is going to walk out. A right-hand batter coming up here in Trevor Martin. Bellamy just about ready. We'll see if Forney makes the change here in the top half of the 9th. It's Lincoln 4 and Winnipeg 3. Goldeyes are trying to keep this a 1-run game. Fournier will take the ball. And We'll see Kyle Bellamy here with the bases full and 2 down. We'll take a break and come back with a pitching change after this here on Jewel 101.
To some, he is a hero. To others, merely heroic. But to us, he's a Pools Hall of Famer. Raised on highlights and minor league stats, he played his game cards like he played Division 12 slow pitch. To win. Home team? Check. Visiting team? Check. Champion? Check. Be a legend with Sports Select. Pools players won over $7 million last year. Pick the winning teams today at your lottery retailer. Remember, keep it a game.
How about a Father's Day gift that's clean and green this year? Get Dad out of the driveway and into the Chamois Car Wash and Detail Center. Vehicles washed at a professional car wash keep all that soap and oil out of our storm drains and help Manitoba's waterways stay cleaner. Father's Day full-service 3-wash packages start at only $44.95 and are on sale now at all 3 Chamois locations, Reinders, Waverly, and St. James.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
This pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. Call 452-0909. The Saltdogs have rallied for 4 here in the 9th inning to take a 4-3 lead, and they still have the bases full and 2 down. Trevor Martin, the 10th man up in the inning. He started it with a single against Chris Kissick. He will step to the plate for a second time in the 9th and for a 5th time overall. So Rick Forney calls upon side-arming right-hander Kyle Bellamy. Bellamy makes his 7th appearance of the year, 0-0 with 2 saves, 5 1/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 4 earned runs, 4 hits, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts. Opponents hitting just .222 against the big right-hander Kyle Bellamy. He's 6'5", 220 pounds, 26 years old, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And he is trying to get one more out to give the Goldeyes a fighting chance in the bottom of this inning, presumably against Lincoln closer Marshall Schuler, who is one of the best in the American Association. Right now, Eddie Young is on 3rd. Chris Anderson is on 2nd. Chad Mazingo on 1st. All the responsibility of Brennan Lafferty. Went a 1/3 of an inning. A hit, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Lafferty threw 14 pitches. Trevor Martin, a right-hand batter, 1 for 4 the runs scored. And the first pitch, fastball in the outside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike. Last night, Bellamy got the huge double play ball on Eddie Young in the top of the 8th inning. And the Goldeyes holding on to a 1-run lead. That's where Tyler Kuhn stayed with a tough op, and Mazzola the great scoop at first. Swing and a miss at a slider, 72 miles an hour away, and it's quickly 0-2. Kyle Bellamy has done a good job this season. The ERA a little bit higher at 6.75, but remember, that was inflated by the 1 outing in Laredo, in which he allowed 4 earned runs in 2/3 of an inning. Those can be tough for a reliever's ERA, especially early in the year. Otherwise, Bellamy's been great. The 0-2, slider outside, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And again, Chris Kissick and Brendan Lafferty have been near untouchable this season. And a tough 9th inning here in this ball game, but there's still 2 of the most reliable guys in the Goldeyes bullpen. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, got him on a slider, and the inning is over. Bellamy gets the final out here in the top of the 9th. Lincoln rallies for 4 runs. There were 5 hits, 1 error, and 3 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning here at Shaw Park. It's the Lincoln Saltdogs 4 and the Winnipeg Goldeyes 3 here on Jewel 101.
Here's the pitch, and it's a grand slam! Here they come! Cans, juice boxes, glass and plastic bottles, into the bin!
The Winnipeg Goldeyes and Recycle Everywhere want you to swing for the fences and recycle all your empty beverage containers. They're full of potential and have thousands of uses beyond the landfill. Step up to the plate and pitch your drink containers into a recycling bin. Whether you're at home, work, school, or the ballpark, remember to recycle everywhere.
You have a mission. Make summer yours. Master the lawn, own the barbecue, and make the yard into your own private kingdom. And you'll find everything you need to complete this mission at Rona, your destination for all home improvement and renovation needs. Building materials, barbecues, lawnmowers, patio furniture. The only thing you need is imagination and a little know-how. And if you need help in that department, the experts at Rona are available to give you the best tips on your home improvement projects. Rona Home and Garden. What's your next project? Visit Rona.ca.
Hi, this is Ivan Saper, owner of Saper Agencies. We offer personal, business, automobile, and travel health insurance. But it's how we sell that makes us different. We strive to remain on the cutting edge of technology and product innovations. We promise you quick, efficient, and effective solutions and 100% satisfaction. See us today, and we'll find you the right solution at the right price. Remember, your best insurance policy is our experience.
Saper Agencies, 2188 McPhillips. Call 694-6787.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Well, we get to the bottom of the ninth inning here at Shaw Park. The Goldeyes will hope for some last at-bat magic. Marshall Schuler, one of the toughest closers in the American Association, will bid for the save. Schuler making his 7th appearance of the year. He's 0-1, 3 saves. In 7 1/3 innings, he has not given up an earned run this year. 2 hits, 2 outs, already 11 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .080 against Marshall Schuler. He's not a big guy. Schuler checking in at 6 foot even, 185 pounds, but he has a power fastball. Marshall Schuler, 26 years of age, and originally born in Anaheim, California. He's in his 5th year of professional baseball. He started for the Grand Prairie Airhogs and El Paso Diablos last year. He finished 9th in the American Association with 13 saves, and combined with Grand Prairie and El Paso to post a 2.56 ERA. The Goldeyes have a chance, 4, 5, and 6. Mazzola, Webb, and Abercrombie. And Schuler will try and save it for Nick Green, who now has a chance to get a win. Mazzola takes a fastball just low and outside, 93 miles an hour, and the count is 1-0. Josh is 1 for 3 tonight with an infield single. He's hit into a double play and grounds it out to short. Right now, Chris Kissick would be on the hook for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. The 1-0 pitch, fouled straight back, 95 on the radar gun for Marshall Schuler, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Goldeyes this season when trailing after 8, they were 0-5. Last year they won 5 games when trailing after 8 innings. That was tied for the most in the American Association with the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks. They only need 1 to tie it. They can win it with a pair. From the stretch first base side of the rubber, the 1-1 slider over the inside half. A front door breaking ball with a lot of movement, and Schuler works in front. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Winnipeg had led throughout the entirety of the game. Salamina had worked 3 shutout. Winnipeg built a 3-0 lead, and they got seemingly a huge insurance run in the 8th inning. The Saltdogs rallied for 4 in the top of the 9th against Kissick and Lafferty. The go-ahead run coming on a bloop single down the right field line from the catcher, Chris Anderson. Here's the 1-2 to Mazzola. Swing and a miss and a slider in the dirt. Anderson will apply the tag, and there is 1 man down here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. The final line of Nick Green. Again, he is on the long end now, a chance to get a victory, even though he left after 8 down by 3. 8 innings, 3 earned runs, 8 hits, no walks, 1 strikeout on 94 pitches. Here's Donnie Webb, 1 out of 3 with an RBI single, and he has flied out twice to center field. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Saltdogs. 3 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error for the Goldeyes. Schuler from the stretch, and the first pitch, fastball low at 94 miles an hour, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Goldeyes have talent up and down their lineup 1 through 9. Don't need to do it with a solo homer in this situation. Webb, a switch hitter, open stance from the left. The 1-0 pitch, high foul fly the other way. That'll twist into the crowd, and the count goes to 1-1. Entering this ball game, the Goldeyes had been 8-0 and leading after 7 innings. Also 8-0 and leading after 8. And they will need to get at least 1 run here of the night to avoid taking their first 9th inning loss this season. Schuler from the belt. And the 1-1 to Donnie Webb. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, base hit through to center field. Donnie Webb turns on a 93-mile-an-hour fastball from Marshall Schuler, and the perfect guy to have on base. Webb represents the tying run, and he's a base-running threat, and now Reggie Abercrombie will dig in. Abercrombie slugged the 2-run shot last night against Jake Myers. He could win it with a ball over the fence. Tonight, Abercrombie is 0 for 3, 2 flyouts to right, and he is grounded into a double play. So the Goldeyes get one of their thumpers in a huge spot here on the bottom half of the 9th. Donnie Webb now 2 out of 4. An extra base hit could tie it. And the Saltdogs are going to drop the outfield in a no doubles defense. Howard not quite on top of the line over a third. And Ian Gack forced to hold on the speedy base runner Donnie Webb. Schuler from the stretch. First pitch, fastball low and inside. 93 miles an hour. It's 1 ball and no strikes. The Goldeyes almost came back in the 9th inning. Remember on Monday, their home opener against the Sioux City Explorers. They were down by 2. They loaded the bases with nobody out and ended up falling 1 run shy. Tying run at first, 1 down. And the pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball at 91. It was down low. Abercrombie may have tipped it. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Luis Allen waits on deck. Goldeyes have a couple of outs left to work with. Now 9:40 p.m. at Shaw Park. Abercrombie has hit 3 home runs this season, including the one last night, a line drive bullet out to left center. Schuler is ready. And the 1-1 to Abercrombie. Hit in the air to deep left field. Forgatch turns and watches, and it is gone! Reggie Abercrombie wins it with a 2-run homer over the left center field fence. And he jumped into the dog pile at home plate as the Goldeyes win it 5-4 in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Abercrombie goes deep for a second straight night as he tees up the fastball from Marshall Schuler, and the Goldeyes yank this one out of their final turn at bat. Reggie Abercrombie crushed it deep into the night to left center field, his 4th home run of the year, and the Goldeyes win it in spectacular fashion, 5-4, as they take the first 2 games of this 4-game series from the Lincoln Saltdogs. What a moment here at Shaw Park. And Abercrombie picks up his teammates Winnipeg, now 5-0 against the Saltdogs, and a great moment here at Shaw Park early on here in 2014. So the fans who stuck around get to see some fireworks here in the 9th. The Saltdogs rallied for 4 to win it, and Winnipeg gets the 2-run homer from Reggie Abercrombie, and they win this one by a final score of 5-4. And we will go down to the field here with Goldeyes manager Rick Forney. Well, Rick, I know that's probably not how you would have drawn it up there with how well Chris Alameda pitched, but Reggie Abercrombie picks you guys up just when you need it.
What a hell of a ball game. That's why he stick around for 27 outs right there. Just he's got that it factor, you know what I mean? At any moment, things can change in a hurry for that guy. And just an all-around, just a good game. Tip your cap to Lincoln. They beat our best 2 guys to take the lead in the 9th inning. But, you know, we've seen this throughout the course of the season, that even when we've been behind, we don't fold the 10 up, because anything can happen, and we got that quick strike offense, you know, and it could be Reggie tonight, it could be somebody else tomorrow. Just it's one of those deals, everybody picking each other up. But I'm going to tell you what, Salameda pitched a hell of a ball game tonight.
Yeah, Chris Salameda, 8 shutout innings. He scatters 3 base hits, low pitch count throughout the night, and that was vintage Salameda in that ball game.
Yeah, just really threw a lot of strikes, used both sides of the plate, really commanded down and away to the right-handers and left-handers better than he has in his previous 3 starts. Got dirty with the slider.